Home in the valley, home in the city. Home isn't pretty, ain't no home for me. Home in the darkness, home on the highway. Home isn't my way, home I'll never be. Burn out the day, burn out the night. Can't see no reason to put up a fight. I'm living for giving the devil his due. I'm burning, I'm burning, I'm burning for you. I'm burning, I'm burning, I'm burning for you. Time is the essence, time is the season. Time ain't no reason, got no time to show. Time everlasting, time to play these sides. Time ain't on my side, time I'll never know. Burn out the day, burn out the night. Now I want to tell you what's wrong from what's right. I've seen suns that were freezing and nights that were blue. But I'm burning, I'm burning, I'm burning for you. I'm burning, I'm burning, I'm burning for you. Burn out the day, burn out the night. Can't see no reason to put up a fight. I'm living for giving the devil his due. I'm burning, I'm burning, I'm burning for you. I'm burning, I'm burning, I'm burning for you. I'm burning, I'm burning, I'm burning for you. I'm burning, I'm burning, I'm burning for you.
Don't you bite me. You bite me, you're in trouble. Back it up. Back it up, big boy. Okay. Hey, everybody. Hey, Helen. Hey, Peace. Hey, Angel. Hey, T. Marie. Hey, Brittany. My cat's getting ready to bite me because he wants to sit on my lap, and there's just not enough space right now, and he's too big and heavy. He'd break my laptop. Where are you going, Sir Duke? Hey, KB. Okay, Sir Duke. Okay, look. You're not biting my toes. Okay. Lay down. Lay down. All right. Okay. Hey, Soplo. It's good to see you guys. Wow. I see there was another video posted. What's it called in your own words or something? Yeah, I see there was another video posted. Huh. I mean, please just quit dragging it out, get to the point, and let's go. Good videos, though, but good editing. I suck at editing, so definitely not. Yeah. Anyway, I don't understand why it's calculated. It's. Mm, yeah, there's things I want to say about that. I probably shouldn't say about that because really it's not my business. But Lord. And why now? Why now? Stuff's not a secret. Stuff's not been a secret. It just seems too deliberate for me. Too calculating. Definitely an insider. I'm sure they could figure it out if they really wanted to. Can't be that hard. Hey, runs with scissors. I don't understand the purpose. I truly don't. I mean, believe me, I've seen the hypocrisy on here. You know, you're gonna totally write someone off, and someone you've been friends with for, or YouTube friends, whatever you want to call it, you know, for quite a while, and you're gonna write them off because, in your opinion, you felt a certain way about a comment I made about Hills' blog. But yeah, said person is, yeah, the hypocrisy. You can see it. I just don't get it. So what? Do it, stand in it, leave it. But why even make these videos? Why? Why you got to regurgitate old shit? Why are you trying to stir up things? Because when you're showing just these little tiny clips, things are not what they appear to be in the clips. We all know that. You know? What business is it of anybody's how much money any creator makes? I don't care. Good for you. You know what? If you're making bank like, you know, MGL and them used to, good for you. And yeah, good for you. But we all know YouTube's not you can't bank on YouTube. There's no security. It could be gone tomorrow. But I just don't get the big deal about all that either. And then, you know, you've got an opinion. I like Willow. I've always really liked Willow. And I finally got to finish his live. Yeah. Yeah. Just why now? Hey, Wise Angel. Hey, Vessler. Hey, Colin. Yeah, why not do this 6-8 months ago when it all happened and people were questioning things? You're not showing anything that hasn't already been shown and hasn't already been questioned to the hilt and back. I mean, we heard about it for how freaking long on how many channels? You know? It's like the purpose is there could only be, it's just, I don't know. And if you're going to show it, and you can't blame one person for what everybody else does. We're grown ass adults. Do I agree with what things other people do? No. But I don't let her die for them when I know that, you know what I mean? Our girlfriend would do that. You would tell you, you know, and that, like this last video, I mean, saying you're not, you know, saying Queen's not responsible for another adult, which was blank, and then turning around and showing that, you're trying to lay blame where there isn't no blame. You can't, you know. Blank's Green is an adult. He's going to do what he wants to do. He doesn't answer to none of us, just like nobody answers to him. And if you must, I mean, apparently you were in the inner circle for a minute because, you know, the stuff you're using, apparently, from what I'm understanding. So, you know that when that stuff was going on with the supposed Betty mods or whatever, you know the Queen did speak to Blank. And Blank's even admitted it. So, but she's not his mother. And she could not like what he did. and still be his friend, just like you can, just like I can, just like anybody can. You disagree with your friends and you tell them about it. But that, I don't know. Hey, Twinkles. Hey, Nonsense. Hey, Revival. You just, I don't know. Wrench does not mean moderator. That troll creator doesn't understand courtesy creator wrenches. Yeah, and you know what? So what? I don't control my mods. They are grown adults. They can do what they want to do. That's not my business. They're not doing it in my channel. And yeah, of course, if it's really outrageous, of course I'm going to, speak up. But, it's like, just because you have a wrench in someone's channel doesn't mean you're controlled by them. And it also doesn't even mean that you're friends off YouTube, to be honest. And just because I don't like what someone did doesn't mean I'm going to take their wrench. I may talk to them about it, but, you can't. I don't know. I just think, like I said, this is very calculated, very. And I'm sorry, but very one-sided. But that's just my opinion. I don't know. Did you guys all see? Hey, Coco, did you guys see the new video that was posted? It's very short. Renters are so much drama, honestly. Yeah. Yeah, Coco, I'm trying. I'm getting there. Oh my God. Hey, Alabama. I actually had to. Oh my God. I forgot how tough it is to run around when you don't feel good. Because, I have. But this morning, dear Lord, thank God for donuts. Saved my ass. Because not only, I totally forgot about the school parties. Come on. I was sick, but that's no excuse. I've never done that. But thank God for Christmas donuts. Because that's what Mama ordered and picked up and took to the school. Saved the day. Hey, Scorpio Sting. Hey, Soplo. I think I said you. Hey, Crystal. Skip to my Lou. So, I don't know. This new video is another part, and there's another part coming, and it's like, come on. Just do it. Just put it out. Stop. Hey, True Crime Time, how are you? How are you feeling? You better? Oh, and I don't know if the person wants me to say the name, but thank you very much for the PayPal. Oh, and I got this I love the colors. This eye palette. Gorgeous colors. I can't wait to try them. I haven't had makeup on, and wow. Yeah, I wasn't thinking about makeup there for a minute, but yeah, I think I need to. Hey, I actually lost like almost 13 pounds. See, at least something came out of it. I could lose another bunch, but hey, at least something positive came. Okay, so I don't think I'm going to show that video though. My opinions are different, and yeah. So the beta. Now I knew beta was going to come out with something. Are you talking about Lisa's chat from yesterday? No. What do you mean? What happened in Lisa's chat yesterday? When I was there, it was fun. No, I was talking. Oh. Yeah, the R word. Yeah, Hey, London girl. Thanks, Nonsense. I can only concentrate on so much of the YouTube streets. Yeah. I'll play. All right, I'll play the video. I think it's. Y'all tell me what you think, and then there's a couple things we need to go over. Potato. Oh Jesus! I knew. In fact, I think I even messaged Nonsense. I said, she was going to come out with something because, that's just how Beta is. And I'll be damned within hours if she didn't come out with a Facebook video that actually makes it look worse for her again. And a post that, it never stops with her. It just never stops. You have been proven wrong so many times, but you still stand on it. You still twist it a little bit more and, and run with it like you have with everything else. It's like you have variations to your stories. Well, maybe not variations, maybe just twist. Every time you get called out with proof about one, yeah, try to twist it to fit that narrative. Which you just did again, and yeah, you made yourself look stupid. I'm trying to be nice. I don't want to be mean. It's the holidays. I don't want to be mean. But dear Lord, she makes it hard. She makes it hard. Okay. So this was another episode, another part 1 or part 2 of every live you do. I'll show it. It's I'm not going to show the whole thing though because I think it's like 9 minutes, which is really long for that one, but I'm not really comfortable showing them. But because I have a different opinion and I don't want to piss people off, but I'm going to. Okay, where'd my freaking video go that I'm sharing? Well, try clicking on it, Kath. Okay, what'd you do that for? Oh, this is episode 1, part 2. Clearly, this is someone who, in my opinion, was being nothing but a fake friend, collecting evidence. Because, I don't know, I just don't think a real friend would do this to anybody. And I don't like the way things are manipulated in here. Why give her attention? Yeah, that's Beta. Why give her attention? Just asking. Well, hey, a blank slate. Who's calling me? I don't know that number, so I don't have to answer it. All right, stop. No, don't answer. Decline. How do you? Okay, won't let me decline a damn call. Okay. There's sometimes where you have to, Scorpio. You have to with her because it just gets so far out there and just goes on and on and on. You have to. It's not so much giving her the attention as you just get tired of being slammed and accused and fake, the so-called fake proof she has, but she never shows. And yeah, you just sometimes a response is needed. Sir Duke, you're really going to bite me, aren't you? Look at you looking at me with them big eyes. You're really that mad that you can't sit on me right now. I'm sorry, kid. Oh, I'm sorry, kitty. It's okay. Hey, Truth Seeker. Hey, wishful thinking. Oh, he's so pissed at me. I'll go get you a treat. I'll get you a goodie, okay? Cats rule. At least this one does. Let's fast forward. And that's funny because a lot of us use that in their own words. I've used it many times. I've said that many times. It's your own words, So, yeah. I have thoughts, but I'm not gonna, yeah. Okay. Cool intro, like it's on my notes.
Every live you do, episode 1, part 2.
Crazier and crazier, and she keeps on saying, like, you're talking shit about her. I'm like, no, it's quite the opposite. It's actually her. Every live she knows about you. It's like
every fucking live every live she does.
And it's like she throws defamation on you, and you're like sitting here like, are you like suing me for defamation? Like, what's going on here? You know, it's just really weird, very, very weird situation. Hopefully people see through it. You know.
Well, I'm just gonna say this: no one from over here fucks with her, goes over there, talks shit to her, nothing.
Nope. Haven't seen you.
To stay away and leave that alone. Period.
Yeah, absolutely. It'd probably be better if you don't even, like, you know, just watch her cook channels. You know what I mean? Because at this point, it's very weird, this behavior. But anyway,
Fight the
Channel
cords.
building it too. I mean, that's
true.
There's a whole lot of channel building going on around these parts.
In part 1 of Every Live You Do, I laid the foundation of Queen Bee's moderators. Are they doing the things she claims they are not? Deets on the Streets did a live showing how Blank Screen went real life. Since her channel is hidden, I cannot get that content. Blank Screen came into the chat and admitted to contacting Betty's mods on their private Facebook. Here is Queen Bee's reaction to that.
So you guys don't care about Blank Screen doing this to me? Like kind of, I'm
You don't
paraphrasing.
care about the person you mod for doxing the fuck out of me and my children and posting them all over the place.
Yeah.
You have the same backdrop? Oh, wait. Let me get back to chat. Wait a minute. Oh. Okay, I see. I'm sorry. I was reading chat for a minute.
And other
Same
people's
backdrop.
kids.
Hey, Devious.
Yeah,
But,
this is a
yeah,
this is a problem. This is a very convenient problem for some
Happens all
people.
over.
I'm not
all
going
the
to.
time.
I'm not going to play into it.
We
I'm
don't
not gonna play
condone
into
real
being
life
a
over here. I don't give a fuck. We do not condone any kind of real life. No doxing, no real life, none of that. Never would. Not going to. I'm not ever going to.
No real life, huh? We have heard Queen Bee justify her actions by saying Betty doxed her and her children. Or was it Betty's mods that did that? Or was it PJ and Dolly? Or
All the above.
was it Jim Terry?
Yeah, him
Who
too.
was behind the video of Queen Bee and her kids? I hear a lot of people blamed and zero proof shown.
Here's one that just came to me on Saturday. Now this is one of, let me just see how many are in here. So we have 87 separate emails.
Okay.
87.
Does anybody really think that Blank Screen emailed her 87 times? I mean, why? Hell, I'm too lazy for that.
87. I'm not being harassed. Not being harassed at all. Okay.
Are the emails harassing or threatening? That's the question I have for you. Are the emails harassing and threatening? Because that would, kind of make a little bit of a difference. I mean, if they're just friendly emails, that's not harassment. But what do the emails say? Do you open them? Just asking. These are questions that should be asked since you're trying to point the finger in one direction.
I will always be one step ahead of you. You're making yourself look like a complete and utter fool while I just sit back and watch. Also, your mother, Miss T.
Okay, Betty, see what this person is not showing? They're showing one side of it. Betty, how many of these emails, you go back and forth with people. You probably were in a back and forth argument with them, and that's why there's so many. Because you do it, Betty. You do it in comment sections. You do it on Twitter. You'll do it on Facebook. You'll do it in emails. Are you arguing back and forth? Are you doing the back and forth in this conversation? That's not being mentioned. Only what one person is doing. If you're going to show it, you got to show all sides. Because who knows? They could be going at each other, and it's all looking like it's just one person doing it here.
Is a failure and failed to bring you into this world.
Yeah, ouch. No, that wasn't nice.
So,
no.
I guess I'm not being harassed.
Okay. But Betty, what? Okay, I'm not saying that wasn't cool to say. Period. I don't care who you are. But I need to know, how many emails did you send? Were you in a back and forth? Probably multiple occasions. This was not on just one occasion, Betty. So tell it all, not just the little part. What was your responses? Because I'm going to ask Blank Screen, because you probably did. Knowing you, Betty, the way you have conducted yourself on here, I would believe that there was some back and forth, and this was not in one sitting. This was multiple times of you two going back and forth. Just my opinion, though. And this is fair use, Betty. And I have a banner that says it's fair use. And it says I can use it for educational purposes, entertainment purposes, or, we're not sure which one it falls under. But, because it's not educational. Maybe it's supposed to be entertainment. I don't know. You're entertaining, that's for sure, sometimes, Betty. But anyway, let's go.
7.
Before you start calling me a bullhorn, Betty Simp, understand this is not about Betty.
No.
It's about what people who called out Betty have done.
Okay.
Or what they have had no.
Okay. You can't say people. Okay, it's one person. There you go. And you don't know if they were having a back and forth and how many times they had a back and forth with emails. All you're doing is playing this thing. Oh, well, she's got 87 emails. Okay. Did you actually see 87 emails? Okay. And did you see what her replies were to any of those emails? And over what time period? There's just so much you left out. I get what you're trying to show, but you're trying to say people. It's one person. And you can't blame another creator for what another creator does. It just doesn't work that way. Because, see, no one's gonna ever rule me to tell me how I'm going to do or what I'm going to do. And I don't believe that goes on in this situation either.
Knowledge of and tried to change how the public perceived it.
Mm.
I am not a fan of the bullhorn, nor have I ever been a fan of the bee. These are some screenshots of.
Well, then you've got to be pretty tight with somebody that is a fan to get the info that you've had. Since either that or was you on the inside playing the role, playing the part. Interesting.
Continual emails sent from Blank Screen to Betty.
Mm-hmm.
Just another reminder. I know Queen Bee is not responsible for what Blank Screen does, but remember, he is her mod and she claimed no one from over here harasses her.
Okay, why are you only sending the ones, showing the ones that were sent? Who gave you those if you're not a friend of Betty's? How did you get those emails? Blank Screen give them to you? Or Betty? That's the only two that could have. Okay, but where's the responses from Betty? Because there's no way on this earth I would ever believe that Betty never responded one time to any of it. Betty could not help herself. There's not enough weights in the world to weigh them hands down. So she can't type. Nope, that's not going to happen. And yeah, that goes quick.
Question is, did Queen Bee have prior knowledge of this behavior? Let's keep going, shall we?
You're simping for Blank Screen when, by the way, Blank Screen put out Emmy's information to me 3 to 4 months ago. And all I knew was where she was from, the city and the state. The city, state, and her, well, I obviously know the state. And her full name. First, middle, and last.
Why is Blank Screen looking up all these people? Why is Blank Screen involved in everybody's personal life? And why is it okay by the Hive?
Well, I don't know why he looks. Listen, look, it was
okay by you.
Okay. All right. Whoa. Back it up a little bit. There's a couple details you're leaving out of this. The fact is, Aileen has always done this shit. Her and Blank Screen were real life friends, not just YouTube friends, real life friends. Long before Queen even knew either one of them existed. So you got to put it all out there, not just parts of it. This is the kind of stuff Aileen does. No one has to tell Aileen to do anything. Aileen does this crap on her own. When she either likes a creator or she don't. She don't like you, she's gonna come after you. She's gonna do what she does. Yeah, look at what she did with Betty. She was mad at Betty. Now she's not mad at Betty. Now she's Betty's Betty. Yeah, no, thank you.
I mean, let's call a spade a spade.
Yeah, but he would give me all the information. Like he just, I don't know. Like for instance, I don't even know why. First of all,
As you'd ask for it, right?
okay, I was talking with Bash, and I'm like, I don't know whose phone number it is. He gave me these phone numbers. When I called it, it was Veda.
Oh yeah, they do. No. Anybody who knows Aileen, they know how to push her buttons. Come on. If Aileen likes you and wants to be in good with you and she knows you don't like someone else and someone else is giving you a hard time, she's going to do Aileen. Yeah, it's a courtesy wrench, number one. You know. Hang on, I got close to BHB recently. Is this the type of thing Morbid would do?
He gave me Veda's two.
For the parts of the videos that were shown, from my understanding, and I could be wrong because I was off for a minute. That video was only shared in private StreamYard with a certain amount of people. Yeah, she's going to do anything. She's going to do her no matter what you say to her. Hey, literally, Davis. Did you see that the evidence they used to prove Queen Bee was going into BHB's chats had her name spelled incorrect? I mean, that's the kind of stuff they use. Yeah, and you know what? Don't tell me you didn't purposely do that in that video. You did not verify that was Queen Bee in that chat. You also knew her name wasn't right, but you still ran with it. Yeah, Aileen, if anything, uses people.
Two numbers belonging to Veda Jade. I don't know why I don't watch Veda. But when I called the number, we're listening, and Bash was like, that's Veda. I'm like, oh my God.
Okay, so see, that's what I mean. Why would you even call the number then, Aileen?
I don't know, because all he did was give me a number and a picture of a potato. And I'm like, what the fuck is that? And I didn't think nothing of it. And then and that was right after Headstone, he gave me Headstone's information. So then I'm like, I don't know what this, I really don't know. I don't watch Veda. So.
These are Aileen and Blank Screen's messages. Why is Blank Screen gathering people's private information? Why is he sending it to people like Aileen and Queen Bee? We have already learned along our journey.
Did you reach out and ask him? Because I'm sure he'd answer you.
Nothing good comes from passing this information around. We see in this last message at the very bottom, Aileen says to let no wire hangers know that she started the tizzy. How many of these creators are together doing these things? When speaking to others, Queen Bee says, and if Blank Screen is playing games with Betty's moderators, she's going to be pissed. However, when Blank Screen sent the proof that he was messing with Betty's mods to Queen Bee herself, well, we heard at the beginning of this video how she truly felt. She felt it was okay because Queen Bee believed Betty's mods were messing with her. She even decided to use Blank Screen's artwork for her thumbnail. But has Queen Bee ever, quote, gone and messed with Betty herself? Let's look at just a few examples now. More will be shared in part 3. What about this time in April, when Betty shared a link to her church's service that is streamed online? Queen Bee went into the chat to make her presence known. I'm sure she was genuinely interested in the church service. Or how about this time where she encouraged everyone to sub to Betty so they could all mess with her the next day? But to
no, okay, no. Okay, number one, you don't even know if that's Queen Bee. And all Tuesday was good to see you. You brought me here, so apparently sending the link. Excuse me, if that's the case. But as far as this, that's you're twisting that into something it wasn't. I was in chat that night. It started in chat. It was just a joke. It was people were laughing. You're trying to twist this into more than what it really was.
It all went in trolling.
Every morning she goes at 8:30 in the morning.
Not every morning, you know.
All right.
Oh, she has a Oh, like you have to sub, or else you can't like you have to subscribe to chat.
Yeah, subs
How about
only.
tonight if you don't, and then you can unsubscribe
Jones and-
after.
Don't forget to unsubscribe.
Genius
Yeah.
right there.
If you
Yeah, go
unsubscribe.
subscribe because she's gonna set it unsubscribe for like 24 hours or some dumb shit. So if you
Yeah.
guys got, you better go fucking sub up to her ass now.
Sub up quick, blank screen.
And then when we're done, we'll all unsubscribe again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that does sound bad, but if you were actually in the chat that night, and the whole context of what everything that was going on, it was a joke. And yeah, there was ones that went in there with all the blank screen names. That was funny though. But come on, they weren't in there attacking and slamming Betty. They weren't threatening Betty. They weren't harassing Betty. It was all in fun. Did I go do it? No, because see, I don't want to sub to her because my dumb ass will forget to unsub. But I was that's blown out to be more than what it really was. They're trying. The person is trying to make it into something it wasn't. I don't know how else to explain it. Comment on the screen? I don't know. I didn't want. This is the newest one that was just released. I have no idea yet. I was saying, is this part here it's being blown up into more than what it was. That I can speak on because I was in the chat and I was part of it that night and it was just funny. Yeah, I tried that once. I went into Dolly's and man, I was like booted in like 30 seconds. But anyway, you weren't allowed to ask about the soaps. I didn't know that. I thought you could ask questions about the soap. It was an honest question. It wasn't me. But anyway. But I don't do it because I forget to unsub. And besides that, it's too much effort. Jeez, no.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Oh.
I have to go early then.
Oh.
Jesus.
Yeah. Set your alarm. You could just like wake up and then, you know.
Yeah, you better set. I was gonna say you better fucking look tomorrow 4 class.
I'll be there. It's like gonna be like
rage.
it's gonna be like one of those flash like mobs, like a blank screen flash mob. Those are
Burns
totally
house.
legal.
Nothing says I'm scared to leave my house like leaving your house every day to the beach and to go to the beach and drink. Hey.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, listen to her. Listen, she gets big mad. She says that there's people that went and like stood on her sister's doorstep.
No, I've never heard that.
Wait, did she say it?
Yeah, about her sister.
Well, then who is it?
Who?
Here is blank screen asking someone for Molly's address because he wanted to prank harass. The following screenshots are blank screen.
What? I left a message to the funeral home of the site. Hopefully they'll contact me by email. I gave them a fake name, fake address, fake phone number, fake email. Also, huh? Why? How did this person get all this stuff? What's this one? From blank screen. Also, BHB is an idiot, but hey, let her keep making a fool out of herself. By the way, do you happen to what MGL's address or PO box? I sure want to prank her, but hey, don't know who it's to. I didn't want to put it out there until after I went, but tomorrow I'm heading to Bradenton to Andrew's sheriff because you know and that's all I can see of it. Okay. That's a link.
Harass. The
Okay,
following
that's a link
screenshots
blank.
are blank screen contacting.
What does that? How's that anybody?
Molly's mother's funeral.
Yeah, that's messed up. I didn't know about
He uses
that.
a fake name to find out when and where her service would be held. Again, I am not saying Queen Bee is responsible.
Yeah, she's not. So yeah, but yet you're putting this in the video, and you're in the context you're showing it in. It's you are though. You are, and this is what he did. And I didn't know anything about this. I didn't know Blank Screen did this. I mean, if this is real. Hey, Nikki. Exactly, Scorpio. How if no one sends anything, how did this person get all this stuff? Hey, Beth. The center pin comment. Oh my God, how many comments? Oh, there's a center comment coming up? Let me.
For Blank Screen's actions. But why is she
Oh. Family. Wow.
continuing
I didn't know about that.
to align herself with and support the
Why would you want to know when the funeral was? I mean, I don't know.
of these people who spread private information. And
what are these? What my MGL's biological father name because her mom requested to be buried next to him instead of cremated. I find it odd that no obituary line nowhere in sight. Oh, okay, that's all about.
And who enjoy going real life on creators. Some of these things were done after the lawsuit.
Okay, but that has nothing to do with Queen. That has to do with Blank Screen. That's who you should be talking to about this.
Countersuit were in effect. Why continue to have Blank Screen as a moderator? Why stand up for him and tell others he wasn't doing the things you know he was? Is that good for the community? Lawsuit? What is the motive?
As far as I know, she actually had, and I heard this not just from over there, but also from Blank Screen, that they did have a conversation about the mod stuff. This, I don't know nothing about. This, I don't. And Queen did, I don't believe. What does this have to do with Queen, though? Blank did it. Because he has a wrench there. He's a creator. It's called a courtesy wrench. That's her channel. That's her personal choice. I don't have the right to judge anybody on who has a wrench in their channel. It's not my business. But I don't like the going after center part. The art, the looks, the service. No, I don't know. I'm not on board with that at all.
Private information does Queen Bee and the Hive have. This is getting long, so I leave you with all that for now. More recent clips and examples will be in part 3. Oh, for those in the back who think I had to listen to every minute of every live to come up with math totals or find these things. You need to educate yourselves on Google Chrome extensions. This episode is to be continued.
Okay. Again, I think this is being done deliberately. And things aren't being okay. What do you guys think? Tell me what y'all think. You hit something? Are you okay? Queen Bee has 1K in her chats most of the music because she highlighted one comment. She knew them, or did she just think it was funny? Yeah, you know, I was in there that night. That was totally twisted, totally blown into something that it wasn't. Because if it wouldn't have been a joke and everybody laughing and joking about it, trust, I would have not been a part of it because I don't do that, you know. Yeah. Hell, I don't even go in there to comment on my own, you know. And shit, when I tried it, I messed it up any damn way with the Dolly situation. I'm not good at it. The hypocrisy is real in this video. Yeah, and it's seen. Mods were questioned in Lisa's yesterday about what? I was there for a little while, but then I had to go. And I mod there. Yeah, that's true. That's true, Scorpio. Yeah, it is being used in part to be malicious. It is. It's. I agree. It's deliberate. I'm just trying to figure out the angle. Is it someone in Betty's corner or no? I don't think it's someone in Betty's corner. I really don't. I really don't. Honestly, I don't think the person has any skin in the game. Period. At this point, though, you just freaked out to get in the house. Now you're freaking out to get back out. You know, kitty cat, me and you today's going to have it out. And I'm going to lose, ain't I? He wants goodies. Okay, guys, I got to take you to the kitchen. He wants goodies. If I don't get him goodies, oh, I am not lugging all this to the kitchen. You can wait a minute for a goodie. Ugh. Somebody sent him a thing of cat treats for Christmas. It was really cute. Like, he's almost 35 pounds. He truly doesn't need another treat, but he gets them. He's spoiled. I just think, and just like with the email situation, what the hell is that? I didn't play that. With the email situation, you showed one side of it. Come on, does anybody really believe that Betty's going to get emails and she's not going to respond back and keep the back and forth going? Yeah, maybe watching too many Olivia videos if you believe that one. Hey, Audacity. So not sure. Headstones, what were the mods being questioned about yesterday? Because, like I said, I had to leave. And we don't do nothing in crimes and fashion in Lisa's chat. I mean, she... But I mean, I don't think it's you and Sinner making these videos. I really don't. I never did. Isn't whoever's making them clearly thinks Queen Bee is an actual queen and runs these YouTube streets, and everyone on them is very clear they are intimidated by her and think she has a lot of power. Appears that way. Appears that way. My comment was about non-mods questioning mods because they mod for me to... What? No one has a right to do that, though. It's no one's business who mods for who. Who else asked if it was a conflict of interest for her to be Emmy's and Lisa's mod? Oh. If one person that made that comment, that's all. Come on now. Yeah, it does make for a very short list. Hi, Ryan. How are you? I was told about it in July. Someone with my legal name showed up in nonsense chat. Blank Screen told me about it. Yeah, I remember that. Hey, Jen. I don't think it deserves a witch hunt. Oh, hell no. I'm not putting no energy into finding out who it is. Shit. What does it matter? You know, at the end of the day, is it going to change anything? No. Maybe hurt a couple people that shouldn't have to be hurt over it. Because apparently this person who's claiming was never a friend of Betty's or Queen's, but yet has all this inner circle information, so either was playing the part or one of the inner circle gave all the info. And so that inner circle of them private StreamYard calls, there was only so many. I mean, it can't be that hard to figure out if you're on the inside. You know what I mean? Hey, let's be honest. I will. I'll get a hold of Crazy Nurse and ask her. Because that, yeah. Hallucinogenic recipe. Cool name. I love the name. I think it's a female, and obviously AI artwork, which isn't difficult. I believe there will be more than Queen Bee being. Oh yeah, yeah. I think there's going to be more. There's going to be more coming out. I don't understand why it's so. It just seems to be. I don't know how to say this without trying to. I don't want to sound like I'm white knighting for anybody because I'm not. But it just seems to be deliberate. It just seems to be kind of one-sided, really. I mean, and also, I'm not responsible for what any other adult does. Hey, Branson girl, I never saw the proof of it, but yes, this page was created to try and prove I was burnt toast and had videos. Yeah, that page was up and gone quick. I've heard about it. I didn't see it, but I've heard about it. Headstones. Hey, Remy. Being doxxed. Oh, wait. Being doxxed on a random channel no one knows about and no one saw is easy to contain. When BHB is screaming your name in town, it's a little different. Just saying. Exactly. It is different. Hey, Beefbergs. Thanks for stopping in. It's good to see you. Hey, Running Bear. Hey, Wine Crimes and Mayhem. And of course, Laura's riding on all this, and she makes no sense because Laura's content is Queen Bee and Makeup Boxer. Let's be honest. That's it. Is she going to sit on here and narc at anybody who is reviewing Betty? You do the same damn thing. Does she ever do a live where she isn't talking about Queen Bee? I haven't heard one. I mean, granted, I don't watch them all, but there are some I watch some of. That's about all I can take. But yeah. And then she never talks about but she talks about all. She does. What does she think? Because she doesn't come right out and say the name all the time? Nobody knows? Get the hell out of here. All right? You can't sit on here and knock somebody for doing exactly what the hell you do. Just with a different person's name. It just, just doesn't happen to be BHB. Even though you do talk about her sometimes, but you know what I mean. Of course, she always has something to say. Anyway, the Tata. Gma, hi, how are you? But someone of the info has come straight from some of the people who participated in everything. Yeah. Yeah? That's what I mean. The hypocrisy is mind-boggling. It's just mind-boggling. You don't support heels. You did videos saying how you want no one around you that does, but then you sit on panels and you mod and you are friends and with make it make sense. I see creators that I know talk behind the scenes and review channels and do all kinds of things, but they want to act like they don't. It's crazy. Yeah, well. See, I don't be doing none of them Discord shits. I mean, I may private message someone. I think there's one person that I really talk to that, I message back and forth on a Discord, but it's not like a channel Discord. And she's about the only one, and she's a creator. But we, how are you doing? Stuff like that. We're not like did you see? Blah, blah, blah. Let's review this live video so we can slam. No, we don't do that. Oh, you do headstones? I'm not talking about quick messages. I'm talking about playing out stuff, etc. to do. Oh, wow. Yeah, no. Mm-mm. Hey, Smiles. Yeah, it's not that it's the people in the Discord. There's people that go in there purposely to stir things up and just screenshot everything and then take it out. You know, it's like we're up. I agree, Nikki. I think Discord is just who people really are. They can show themselves in there. Yeah. Hills was the other one who what? I'm sorry that happened, but alright, so funniest Discord release I ever saw was of someone's comments, but they only used theirs, no one else's. Like the person was talking to themselves. I don't have time for all that stuff anyway. Oh, you guys are wrapping presents? I haven't even. Well, the trampoline is kind of too freaking big, and he wants to get it up. I don't know how this is gonna work. So when they wake up Christmas morning, it's there with the big bow on it. I don't. He's gonna have to hook up his spotlights, and yeah, the kids they sleep. They sleep through anything, so they wouldn't. They won't hear him anyway because they're gonna be in the backyard. But yeah, I don't. Him and the neighbor think they're gonna be out here at 10 o'clock on Christmas Eve putting this damn trampoline together in the dark with spotlights. Yeah. Okay, go for it. I'm not helping. I'm staying as far away from him doing that as I can because when Headstones got doxxed on the page was her full info in July. I remember hearing about it. I never got to see it. It was gone before I got to see it. There was a page up going at a few folks this summer, but really had issues with a few. Yeah. And that page went down really fast and made me, oh, hey, Just Jake. Merry Christmas to you, too. Yeah. See, I can't play them kind of games. If you're going to do it, own it, do it. But, and I just, why are you going after someone's real art? I mean, this dude is a real artist. He's not no Tata who steals people's work and claims it. He's talented. I've seen his work. I would be honored for him to do a portrait of my son who passed away. See, I can't, that kind of stuff is, But I know people have problems with each other, but you don't have to go after someone's looks or, their career. You don't have to go low like that. Oh, Beeper's, Sinner. Oh my gosh, he's very talented. I've seen some of his paintings. They're wow. Yeah, definitely not a Tata situation there. That's somebody who knows what he's doing. Art is subjective, however, just because it's not something an individual's like, no need to trash it. True. Very true. Very true. Hey, Duckling Fox. Ducking Fox, how are you? I'd like to see him draw or paint. It looks like digital use, but maybe I haven't seen the better stuff. I thought that portrait he did was amazing. I would love to have something like that on my son. So, because, the Tata, is just not going to show this right now. Maybe not. Okay. The Tata, she's supposed to be rebranding, right? Y'all know that, right? She's taking a break and rebranding, and then she uploaded a 3-minute Summer Wells video in a case she knows god dang nothing about. Added no commentary whatsoever, just clipped other people's words and put it up. Has no clue. No, they don't need her in the Summer Wells situation. Anyway, I guess that was her attempt at rebranding true crime. Yeah, no. Anyway, nonsense has been, and I have been, and Chesh has done some great videos too. And nonsense is, finally said, look, enough is enough. She let so much, she just let it go. She just didn't even bother. But there comes a point when enough is enough. And, there's real proof being shown. There's real receipts. Not just talking like the Tata. They make all these accusations. They sling all this crap, but they never show any of it. And I've always believed, and I'm going to stick with it, I truly in my heart believe the emails I was getting, others were getting, and even she was getting were from none other than her and possibly her buddy Megan. I would not put that past Megan. Megan knew all the lies, sat there, co-signed all them lies. Nope. And others did too. Others still do. Nikki didn't know me from Adam, but she had something to say about me without doing any research to see if anything that anybody was saying was true. Would have taken 2 seconds. That's how easy it is to disprove Beta. But, okay. The Techie Wonders already called her out well on her page. I love toddler. My house is covered in it. Mine too. Well, they're 5 and 8. But my daughter will spend hours drawing. She loves to cut and glue. Oh, she's addicted to glue sticks, I swear. But she will spend hours doing that. So I have so much. And my 5-year-old, he's just as, because Sissy's always doing it. But yeah, and I like to try to keep everything. My husband's like, Kath, we're going to need a damn storage unit. You keep all their school papers. You can't keep, and he's right. I can't. I have to make choices. But it's just hard. It's hard to choose. Hey, Marcy. Nah. Well, you know what? I never thought about that. But how would she have been on the inside to get the inside info? I mean, because there's just some things that were, take pictures. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I can't keep it all. But, I have, my little one made ornaments when she was in kindergarten for the tree. Guess they're on the tree right now. I mean, I keep that. Yeah, I keep everything like that. And she makes me cards every day, pictures every day. Did it on Twitter. I'm going to check it out. In fact, I'll show it here in a minute. Okay, this is what Veda posted. Now, this was in response to Nonsense's very factual lives. Something that they have no clue about. They don't understand what factual means. You can talk till you're blue in the face. You can spin it all you want. But you can't change the facts. Though they try. She says. Now, because there was talk of the emails and stuff. And I knew she was going to come out with something. I knew it. Because every time she gets called out with receipts. And Chesh did it too. I knew she was going to come out with something. I think I even messaged Nonsense and told her. And within hours, she did. It says, hey, y'all. I was just contacted. No, you weren't. You were in the chat. And told that nonsense is trying to frame me with emails again. My God. I mean, this girl gets framed so damn much, she really needs to have a private police force. And no, ma'am, she said, you're busted. Wait till y'all see the proof. Here's the proof. I didn't send them emails. Nor would I ever email your dumbass in a million years, period. But Vada herself has stated she did. Huh? Vada, do you not remember the things you say? Okay. All right. She knows there is a yellow header at the top that says phishing, on which she purposely doesn't show. As soon as I find her copy where she accidentally slipped and showed it, I will make another post about this one. Don't worry. Yeah, I mean, when you try to make one, because we know that's how you work. You try to make this stuff, and you're not good at it, and you still run with it. But so you need time to make one? Okay. Also, I traced one of the Natalie Kenneth emails, and it led straight to Arizona and to an iPhone. That's funny. Because guess what? I have a real IT guy at my husband's job, actually several of them. And when I was getting these emails in the beginning, I had them look. And you know what? Wasn't from Arizona. Some of them were actually from the rural net. But there was a couple. Vada. Let's just say they weren't from Arizona. But okay. If need be, I will get a statement from the IT guy. He's a government IT guy. So he knows his shit. But I'll get one. And by the way, they had a good laugh about you. Anyway. Who considers me their enemy for exposing them? And just happens to live at this exact location. Oh, and who also owns an iPhone? Huh? You, my love. Nice try, nonsense. I've been saving this evidence for the moment this bitch would try me again. You mean the evidence you haven't made up yet to show us that you need time to make up? You know, that you got to find? Okay. Okay. I don't know what you think is happening over here on my end, Mama, but you definitely need to take several effing seats before you get exposed once again. Exposed once again. When have you ever exposed her? Did I miss something? I think I totally missed it, didn't I? Was it that fast? Or couldn't you make it up fast enough? Okay. Because, you know, I'm still waiting for all these receipts you never show. Don't make me put all my videos back up about you. Whoa, so scared. So everyone can be reminded of who and what you are. Vada, those videos make you look like an idiot. They show people who and what you are. Sorry, girlfriend. You got it wrong. Again. You tried getting Nikki to clear your name the other day during her failure of a hit piece. Huh? And you tried getting her to discredit all of the evidence on you. What? I was there. I didn't see none of that. Why would she need Nikki to clear her name? Nikki's not. You're the one that involved Nikki, and she chose to believe every lie you spewed without bothering to take a couple minutes of her time and doing any research. Instead, she was couldn't even see how you were lying, and you were blatantly lying over and over again. But why would it matter about Nikki? Because at the end of the day, she's not relevant. And doesn't hold no weight. Sorry. But anyway. You discredit what evidence? We have never seen one iota of any kind of evidence. Not yet. Because you don't have it. And what you try to make up doesn't work. You get called out immediately because it's so obvious. So, yeah. All right. Well, thank God at EKC People Suck was up there to shut that shit down that Nikki was trying to pull on your behalf. Aaron, shut y'all asses down quick on that one. Huh? What? When? Where? I didn't see that. I was there. I didn't see that. But okay, you go ahead and believe that. Jesus. Delusions is all you got. So, is this your next attempt? Girl, find something new. Or get the F over it. Jesus, I'm half your age and you act like a 2-year-old. Huh? Nothing is going to change the fact that you framed an innocent mother with an $80K donation scam with Unirock and Katie? What the fuck? Oh my God. Okay. All right. Wait a minute. Because Uni put an amount on the thumbnail for his own thumbnail for his own live, that's working with. Katie wasn't even involved at this point. That's, huh? How did they work to frame somebody who had multiple fundraising efforts going on? So how was she framed? Did she not have a GoFundMe? Did she not get PayPals and Cash Apps? And Venmos and Molly Money? So where was she framed? How was she, well, where? And you don't know the amount of money that was raised, Vada, because, again, you weren't part of it. You just inserted yourself after the fact. You weren't relevant to it. You didn't know nothing. Okay. While the woman's son was on his deathbed, period. Why do you think Kathy P is the only friend you got left? Huh? Well, no. See, that's you self-reflecting, Beta, because the only friend you have left is CKC. If that's your friend. But, okay. Nunya was probably trying to get away from your arse before her name was smeared and tied to yours. I don't blame her. Look at you reaching. You so badly want to be on the inside. Girl, please. You so badly want to be on the inside. And it just irks you in every which way that you're never included. It doesn't matter what you do to me or what you do in revenge. Facts are facts, period. Get over it and move on. Well, you have yet to show us any facts. However, there's been so much showed to you and for you and about you as factual. So, you don't understand what the word fact means. Get over it and move on. Okay, now she could have. You can view the video evidence right here. Make sure to like and follow me. Proof nonsense is behind the threatening emails. It proves absolutely nothing. Except that Veda sent the freaking emails. So, she doesn't give, she just shows I'll show you. She just shows. It's not really that really interesting. It doesn't really show nonsense admitting. Okay, we'll stop it. Wait a minute. There's no sound, and it's just. Oh wait, maybe I have the sound turned off. But she keeps this stuff only asks more questions to Veda sending emails, not nonsense. Do the music because I don't want to get a copyright with YouTube. Okay, you guys can go back. This is the extent of it, and I went through this, and I'm actually going to go to Twitter, and I'm going to show you what a real techie guy. Hey Sab, hey K Kanga, a real techie guy. Hey KCG, who checks into this up. You know, Veda was the one saying how she was setting everybody up. Excuse me, sorry, didn't mean to cough. Okay, stop sharing. I have no idea what that is. But apparently, let me go to Twitter. Now, he's already proven Veda a liar. With her being able to track emails and shit. I mean, it's right. It's right. She was proven wrong. She was proven to be wrong. And he proved it. But let me go see on his Twitter post. Okay, Explorer. It's I'm trying to remember his name. Boom, she dropped a massive bomb. Yeah. It's gaming R. Oh, I have to go to the grocery store tomorrow. I dread it. Yeah, Molly Doxxing. Yeah, she's blamed you, Rabbit, everybody for it. Yeah. She didn't even live with that. Hey, Glow with Glow. She didn't even live with that damn address. Yeah, they got to stay buddies because of that court hearing coming up. Okay, nonsense. I'm looking for your comment. What's his name? I know it's something. The gamer dude. The techie guys. I'm looking for it. Okay, maybe you can put his name back in there. Hey, Sinner. Thank you. Happy Merry Christmas. Happy Holidays. Kathy, don't you remember her claiming she already found this person, tracked them down, and sent them back to their address and told them to stop? So was she wrong then? Yeah, she did do that. She did say that. Isn't it RD Gaming or something? RG Gaming? Trying to find your comment. It must be way back here. I want to see what he because I know we asked him or had told him to look at. I knew they would look at it once we brought it up. Okay, so now I can't find it. But it'd probably be in the pork chop them, huh? They probably shared it. It looks like Betty got herself in another lawsuit. I'll find it. Let me look under here. There it is. Epic. This is from RNGD Gaming. Now, This is in response to what Veda is trying to say, that she can prove nonsense is the one behind those emails. Well, he's got a response for that. And this guy knows what he's talking about. Try again, Veda. This video only shows who opened the email. The IP address is an Apple device opening the email. She was CC'd in it. Does not prove nonsense sent the email. Dunning-Kruger strikes again. You need to brush up on your reading comprehension. So she was CC'd in this email, which Veda sent. But she's saying nonsense sent them. Yeah, this guy, we don't know. Look at the comments, though. We love all these cut souls with zero art comprehension, other than what they read in Webster, zero computer skills, other than what they read online, who translate to their sheeple who are incapable of their own research, how everything works. Correction, the IP resolves to an Apple private relay, which you can specify your location on an Apple device. Really good if you want to try and frame someone. Oh my God, Veda. Do you see how dumb you look? And these are people that don't even care. They're just tired of it. They're tired of you. So epic fail again, Veda. Epic fail again, Veda. I swear to God, she's never, ever going to learn. That girl will never learn. It wouldn't matter. It just wouldn't matter. Betty is doing a third channel now. And she wants to hurry up and get it monetized. Betty, you can't keep up with what you got. How are you going to keep up with a third channel? You know. And you're still after the Kelly Ziegler. Come on, Betty. That's so old news. I mean, that stuff's been going around for years. But her new one is, she's trying to get content there. But she did a live. Just, was it yesterday? Maybe it was on her other channel. Maybe it's this one. She had a lot to say. Of course, I think she put it on her other channel. It's not this one. Okay. But she changed. She has another one. It's crime stories with Logan Brown. She's going to dip into that, huh? Yeah, I've seen that. You take that live down, Betty, already. Jesus. You don't take them down. You private them. I think it was on your other channel. Oh, here it is. think it's this one. She had something to say about oh, she's really stuck on this Kelly Siegler stuff. She really is. So while I'm looking for this, I had a timestamp. 49. Okay, I don't think it was this one. Yeah, your TikTok and your YouTube is really crossing over. Okay, I found it. I think I found what I wanted to show finally. Okay, let me share screen. So, Veda, you look like a fool again, by the way. And then EKC goes and does a video about Chess and Mania and saying how disappointed because she's not the woman's advocate she thought she was going to be. I'm like, what? Hey, EKC, you don't want no parts of that. You do not want to try to go round for round with Chesh and Mania. You just don't. You just really don't. Yeah. Brain cells aren't there for that. Taking time, only minutes to open. Yeah. Anybody want to rap? You can come here and rap. I'm not rapping that damn trampoline, like I said. Christmas traffic. Ask for Veda. Oh, she's gonna learn. All right. After doing a little time in her local jailhouse, she'll learn how to be a better con artist. Probably. She's securing a third channel in case our main channel goes down. Yeah, that's what she said. And she wants to get it monetized fast. Just finished your 7th roll of tape. Oh my god, you tape a lot, don't you? She was so worn, Chess was so worn out at the end of her 12-hour series. Yeah, that ended kind of wild yesterday. It was pretty cool, really. You just get so disgusted. You just don't even know what to say anymore. Is this EKC is a disingenuous sneak and lacks empathy? Yeah, there's nothing registered there. Nothing. Now she was going to go do a video about all this, but instead she made one about Chesh and Mania. I don't want to say her name wrong. Hey, Language of Horses. Big family, 27 people. I missed that though. So my house was always Christmas Eve dinner. The family, both sides, my husband's side and my side. You know, we'd have a house full. Hey, Kelly. Thank you. Merry Christmas. I miss that. I do miss that. You know what that, my son had it growing up, and I'm sad these kids aren't, they have a grandmother and an aunt that live not even 30 minutes away, but they haven't seen him in 2 years. It's sad. No, Wishful. She probably has him in somebody else's name. Betty always thinks she's above everything and she can win. That's never been a goal of mine. I've never ever said I wanted her to lose her channel. I don't. Come on, let's be honest. Betty's good for business. I don't want to see her lose her channel. I mean, would I like to see her change some of her ways about how she handles these victims and their families? Absolutely. And how she doxes people and has no problem with threatening people and going after their jobs and stuff like that. Absolutely. But is it going to happen? Absolutely not. She is who she is. Oh, God, I hate taking medicine. Ugh, like a kid. Yuck. Ugh. And she is not, she just doesn't, my sister took over Christmas Eve dinner. I do Christmas Day brunch, and our parents do Christmas Day dinner. Oh, that's nice. Then you get time with everybody. See, that's why I ended up doing it. Probably because of all the fighting, but also because at my house it was the neutral grounds. Hey, Nana. You're in the mountains laying down watching the stars. Absolute madness. Oh, that sounds so nice. I do miss the hustle and the bustle. And then Christmas Day, we'd go to my husband's parents for brunch, the early dinner, and then we'd go, either to my sister's or to my mom's. No, it's just us. We make our own memories. I still do Christmas Eve dinner, even though it's just us. And then, of course, Christmas Day dinner. And Christmas Eve, we'll have the Italian dinner. We'll have the sauce. I'll be cooking sauce all freaking day. Thank you, T. Marie. Okay, so we'll listen to, I think this is the one I wanted to show you.
I feel like the university was dubious because on one hand, they say that they can't get on with their life or can't heal. Brand new students that never knew these kids before somehow has this emotional connection now that they decided to go to the school, and now all of a sudden complain about the house that was the murder house down the block that they knew about long before they even signed up to go to this school. It doesn't make sense. I'm tired of the word salad. I'm tired of being lied to, and I'm tired of being manipulated by these organizations with these letters and information. They lie to the people, and they should be called out. It's not the community that's up in arms.
Okay, all right. First off, it's a privately owned residence, Betty. They don't owe you or anybody else any reason for anything they do with it. Do you know how much money that property owner has lost? And I know it's not about, and I'm not trying to sound callous or nothing, but she makes it sound like, oh, they're lying to me, they're lying to you. At the end of the day, it's someone's property. They can do as they please with it. They're not in the business to not make money. I mean, let's be honest. You got to pay for that rental property. Hey, Fairy Meadows.
About this property. I did the research. I did the legwork. News Nation, show me where that happens. I know you guys got more resources than Bullhorn Betty. Fox News, ABC News.
Betty, they're real media. You are not. The sooner you accept that, the better. You keep comparing yourself to the real media.
Show me the articles that you guys or your little branches or your subsidiaries wrote about the massive outcry to take this house down. Where is it? We have ABC, Fox News, and NBC in just about every, and CBS in just about every county, community across this country in every single state, just about. Okay. Now, that's being said, for my opinion only, the exact please do your own research if it matters to you that much. Okay, if it matters to you that much, do your own
What
research.
the hell are you doing? You really need to learn how to add a button. That wasn't appropriate, you dumbass.
It doesn't matter that much to me.
You've been talking about it for, what do you mean you've been talking about it for days?
Everybody does go over there and sign the petition. We want that petition to get up, but I also want everybody that's willing to take the time out to sign that petition to take the time out to leave a voicemail on their phone at that school. And also send out some
Oh, yeah,
emails to the people
part of
that
the
run that
school.
school.
Yeah.
The administrator, the presidents. The
Yeah, they got time for that, Betty. They need 100 million calls coming in because you're telling people to do it. Are you fucking kidding me? You're not the
vice president. Any and every person, any faculty member that you can get your email hand on, you need to be emailing.
Oh,
and if you can find
Lord.
15 of them, send it all in one email so each and every one of them.
Why,
it, right?
Betty? What does
So
it matter?
It's just about being,
What does it matter to you or to anyone you're telling to do that? They don't live in that town. They don't live beside that building. What does it matter to you? It's not your business. If you want it your business, buy the damn property. Jesus.
letting people hear our voice. And if they're wanting to
For
silence our
what?
voice, we need to rise up and be even louder than the silence that they're trying to cause.
It's not your business. It's no one's business. What the hell is it to you? Do you know if you would have lost all that income, how much you'd have been crying on here every second of every day?
And that's what I see. I see that this university has no respect for the people's right.
Now it's
to
the
speak up,
university's
and
fault.
they don't want to listen to it. And I find that very disheartening and very disgusting coming from a university that gets federal funds. That means we send our children there for them to protect.
You don't have children. So you wouldn't know the first. Remember the video I did on you and Olivia when you were calling student loans garbage loans? That it's garbage loans and they shouldn't get them because all it does is pay their rent and stuff? Remember how you made fun of all that, Betty? It's in my video. Maybe you should go back and look at it.
When they don't protect them and they say lose their life, we expect the flipping university to step up to the plate and do the right thing. Period. This is the biggest piece of physical evidence in this case.
Oh, my
Clearly,
Lord.
it still holds value because not only just recently, after a year, right? After a year, we still had FBI as well as the defense team go
Okay, you had nothing because you're not relevant in this case. You're not a prosecutor. You're not a defense attorney. You're not an investigator of any kind. You're not law enforcement. It means absolutely squat to you. It's just something for you to get on your bullhorn about. Don't you think that the prosecution and the defense knows what they need out of that dwelling? You ever think maybe they know what they're doing there a little bit?
inside that home. Clearly, it still has evidentiary value. Clearly, it does. And not because Bullhorn Betty says it does.
Oh, but that's what you
because
say.
the actions from the defense as well as the state show it does. That's why I'm making that statement. That's why I'm making that statement. Before we get too hostile over the, I just feel like we need some jingle bells.
Oh, Lord. Have mercy.
Get us in the mood.
Okay.
Tap your toes.
Yeah, my toes aren't what I want to tap right now. Can we move on?
I could have seen, but I'm not.
Oh, please don't. I'll super chat you if you don't sing. And I don't super chat nobody. Because I'm broke, bitch. But don't sing. Oh, no, that could be a member. Yay!
Oh, wrong one. Wrong one.
Oh, Lord.
There we go.
You need to learn how to use
Needed a
buttons.
little Christmas. Needed to lighten the mood a bit. You know why? Because we got a piece of angry toast. We got a piece of angry toast. With, just flaming hot. Burnt got her ass burnt. Angry, angry, angry toast. Gonna come out today with a video. Let me go ahead and spoil alert for everybody that's out there, okay? She's going to bring up my entire past. She's going to try to bash me with her horrible narrative that I do nothing right, that I'm the worst person in the entire world, that I don't deserve to live, don't deserve to have this job, deserve to have the job that she thinks I should have. I need to get a job. I need to go back to school. She thinks that because she has these opinions, they are facts, and that it's off with Bullhorn Betty's head because she's a bully that can't control herself anymore.
Betty, I thought you only did your self-reflections on Sundays. See, you're messing up our schedule, Bets. Are we going to have to change it to Fridays of self-reflection? Because that doesn't sound good together. Sunday's self-reflection day sounds better. Stick to the game plan.
She is obsessed.
Is she what?
She has gone so far over the edge to try to bash me.
Okay.
All she can do now is regurgitate the same bullshit that she has been saying over and over and over.
That's not entirely true, Betty. You're not. You never disappoint, Bets. You give plenty of. There is so much content with you. And, I'll have to use that other channels, in your own words, That's really all that's ever played with you is your own behavior, your own actions.
Over again.
Oh.
Over and over and over again.
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
So if you want to know what she's going, I'm just going to spoil alert. She's going to put a video together that tries to paint me in a negative light as if she hasn't done that for 2 solid years. I've been sitting home for the last year, right? I've gone to very limited cases. And she has literally nothing.
Literally nothing.
What does she have? She has affidavits from my past.
A week ago wasn't your past, Betty. A week ago wasn't your past. 2 days ago wasn't your past, Betty. But okay, you go ahead. That makes you feel good. You go with it. Go with it.
She's going to try to call me a racist.
You've made racist comments.
Phoenix, I disagree with you. I absolutely say it's bullying.
That's not bullying.
Because it's not.
But you have made racist comments. You have made very racist comments. You actually use a racist symbol. And that's in my opinion. So, it shoe fits.
Fact that she reviews me, if she just reviewed me, she's done reviewed me every which way of Sunday. It's the fact that she never stops. She's constantly there, every single live, every single statement.
Is it maybe because you never stop giving the content? I mean, that's kind of like a two-way street there, Bets. I'm so far behind. I missed so many of your lives. I don't even know what half the crap you've been up to. But that's all right. I'm not going to catch up. I'm not even going to try. I'm moving on, just like you. But see, I can move on to the next day with you because the very next day you're going to do the same crap. Yeah.
Betty, and she is obsessed. It is now a mental illness for this lady. She can never let me go. If she can't have me, nobody can.
What?
That's the problem, Phoenix.
Oh, my Lord.
It has become bullying because she won't.
I think you really believe that. Just by the look on your face. I think you really believe what you're saying.
Let me go.
Let you go.
She doesn't own me.
No.
She doesn't keep getting to cause me financial problems. No.
How is she causing you financial problems? Explain. Show me. Show me this. Show me this evidence. This proof that you're being financially harmed. You get views, Betty. It actually helps you, and you know it. And that's why you keep it going. Stop. I mean, That's at least stand in it, you know? Do you know how you could run with this stuff? I've given you some really good tips, and you just ignored them. I mean, you should have ran with the cold case cooking thing. You really should have. I think it would have worked for you. And I never reviewed your cooking because, hey, I'm no damn chef. I don't have the right to be talking about nobody's cooking. But, you know, just don't eat green meat or gray meat. You know, be healthy about it. But there's just things you could run with, Betty. But you keep the drama going because, let's be honest, you love the attention, and it does get you views, Betty. It gets you money in your pocket. And that's okay.
It is bullying.
It's
because
not.
It's every single time she turns her channel on. Every time she runs a live, it is about me. If that's not bullying.
Actually, you're not her most popular viewed videos, Betty, by the way. In case you really want to know about that, maybe you should take a minute to go to the channel and see what the most popular videos are. You might be surprised to find out it's not you. Could not, but okay.
What do you call it?
Hey, Grandma Sherry.
Somebody finds something to review about me every single week. It's like she's going back as far as she can to pull stuff out, and even the racist argument. It's the same damn videos, same damn photos. Nobody has ever heard me say a racist comment. Nobody has ever can produce anything. They produce a small window of photo ops that I was doing when I was advocating, which everybody knows I'm an activist. It's not too.
You're not advocating. You're not. No one. You're not. You're really not. And Betty, it's not about those. Hell, you make racist comments about burnt toast.
Far from the pale to think I would be advocating for something so stupid that was causing so much problems. So Angry Bread is going to try to bash me yet again. So what? What does she need me to do? Does she want me to say I'm a piece of shit? If she thinks I'm a piece of shit, fine. I'll stipulate I'm a piece of shit. Have I done terrible things? I'll stipulate I've done terrible things.
And
do
you
I try
still
waking up every day and doing good? I sure do. But does she ever once say anything nice about me? Does she ever? I can do 15 things right, and the one thing I may slightly get wrong.
Oh no!
Is blown out of
Betty. It's not slightly. It's girlfriend. Look, it's not slightly. You're really far off a lot of the times, but you know, if that's what you want to run with. Okay. You know, maybe you shouldn't file frivolous lawsuits, because I hear you're getting sued, Betty, and it's a federal suit, and that don't sound like no fun. I'm just saying. Maybe you should rethink things a little bit. Just a little bit.
This lady has lost all her good judgment, all her common sense.
Really?
And she will never stop. Because at the end of the day, it comes down to clicks, views, and money.
For you too.
Because if it didn't, you would just stop talking. Okay. And you haven't.
And if it didn't help you with those clicks and views and that money, guess what? You wouldn't be talking about it. You wouldn't even be mentioning it. So, kind of a two-way street there, Bets.
Because you know damn well, as soon as you change the tune and you stop talking about me,
okay,
nobody will tune in.
That's not true.
Because at the end of the day, really likes your content. They only like what you.
That's actually not true, because Betty's not even some of her most popular videos. So that's not true.
I have to say, because there's
Betty wants it to be true, but it's not true.
Negative Nancy's. It makes them feel good that they can look at somebody else and say, "Oh, they're worse than me." That's the kind of audience you have.
Oh, really?
Oh, they're worse than me. Now I can feel better about who I am as a person. Psychological stuff. Psychological stuff. So enjoy yet again, same old snooze fest. garbage. I'm a horrible person. I don't do anything right. I mistake everything. I can't get a news right. I'm the worst person. Even though there is Turtle Boy out there that has just been indicted on 16 different counts? Right? Because she's after the bad people, right? The grifters, the people that break the law. But yet she swept him under the rug to focus on me. But she's supposed to be this person that brings the truth to YouTube. Huh. Sounds pretty hip. Like you're is it hypocrite? Did I say it right? Hypocrite? Is that what it is? That sounds like you problems. No, it sounds like it's a you problem.
Are you jealous of Turtle Boy? Is that it? Because you keep mentioning him. And by the way, I've done videos on him, and I've got one coming up about Turtle Boy. I'm not afraid to talk to him, even though people threaten me and tell me not to. I still do it. Are you jealous of Turtle Boy? Are you jealous that he maybe got a better record? I don't know. Are you jealous that he was actually considered a media source, which I don't know how or why? Because no way on this earth would I ever consider him. Yeah, no. But he's getting what he's got coming. Are you jealous of that? Because, you could be in the same boat. I don't think you want to be there. You got enough on your plate there, Bets. Especially with this new federal lawsuit coming your way. I mean, damn. Now you threatening to sue Burnt Toast and everybody else. 2024 is the year of lawsuits. You got an endless budget? You got a money tree in your backyard or something? Because if you do, can I have a seedling? Because, I could use one. I could use a money tree in my backyard too. Not for frivolous lawsuits, though. But, keep going, Bets. You're on a winning streak here, dear. Winning streak.
Because you're part of that clan now, aren't you, little girl?
Oh, jeez.
Let me guess. You're an angry old white lady. Let me guess what you are. Am I right? Am I right? 55 to 65-year-old white woman with anger issues?
No, you're wrong.
Actually, that's who you are.
I bet you not.
Pray for you.
Okay.
I hope you have
All
a
right.
merry
What do you want to bet me? What do you want to bet, Bets? Let's do a real bet. I'm not a betting person, but that's a bet I'll take. I will bet you that Burnt Toast is not a 55 to 65-year-old white woman. I will bet money on that. And I'm a broke bitch. So, yeah, I have a fit if I lose $2 buying a damn quick pick for the lottery. So, we got to keep the bet really small because I'm cheap as shit. But I will bet you that. I will bet you're wrong.
I hope you get some love and kindness in your heart and quit being so angry. You have no idea who I am. You've never met me, and you're literally angry with someone you've never met before, and you really think it's my problem.
Okay. When is she angry? She actually has fun and laughs and stuff when she's reviewing your own words. Go figure, your own behavior. Yeah. So, yeah. Do you not know the difference between anger and laughter? Is it all one to you? I mean, I don't know.
Just saying.
Well, don't.
Just saying. Now that I'm done with my drama and my spoiler alert.
Oh, Lord have mercy. No.
How do we feel about angry bread? Actually, we're going to start calling her Crazy Bread because I think that's more in line. Why am I singing? She's a mean one, Mrs. Grant.
Oh, that cackle.
Only a test.
Oh, Phoenix, you got.
Stop! You're freaking my dog out with that buzzing. Oh, you muted yourself, Bets. Bets, you muted yourself. Bets. Dingbat, you hit the mute button.
I ended up turning my equipment off.
Yeah, we know.
I hit the wrong button. Did you guys hear that? Here, let me try it again. It ended up killing my equipment. I wonder if it's the beat sound, if that's what ended up
I'm
killing
joking,
my
wishing
equipment.
all
But
the madness.
it did. Pump the brakes. Hold on.
Oh God! Please, someone take her sound button away. Yeah, Turtle Boy actually has awards for journalism. She has a fake press badge. Yeah, those awards are gonna line his cell pretty soon. Andre, that's why people can't stand the bitch. She's rude as hell. Yeah, burnt toast does no cows, not criminals. Bad people, bats. Yeah, it serves no purpose. I hope someone in her chat. A simple question, and she twisted it into me threatening her family. Yeah, that I'm not surprised about. Toast has a channel long before her and will after her. Yeah. Like I said, you can go see for yourself who is the motivational speaker from Bullhorn Betty. Sebastian, all I know is Toast looked him up on. Oh yeah, Betty was talking about that. She, like MGL, said she knew a well-known motivational speaker, so it was okay for her to use his content without rights. Yeah, I remember that too. Yeah, Betty, you're the issue. Oh, her and those
Is she
buttons.
right about half the crap that she says about me?
Yes.
Sorry, wrong answer.
No. Yeah, I think the house should stay up till after the trial. I just don't understand why Betty thinks it's not her place. You're gonna have people mass call the school and leave recordings. That's the last thing they need. I thought it was a private property owner that owned the property to begin with. I don't think they'll tear it down till after the trial, but if they do, then they clearly did need it for evidence. I don't know. I can get it though, because it's sad what the horrific crime that was committed there. I don't know if I'd want that place up, but in the same token is the property owner, that was their business, and they've also lost. And to have people like her, like Betty, trying to make decisions for them, interesting.
Our little butthurt Betty on X. Aw, here, let me kill that for you. So you have to come over here and give me some attention. Oh, butthurt Betties. Butthurt Betties.
Olivia loaded too many buttons for you.
Oh, of course you'd say she. How would you know? Where's her receipts of my life? I mean, I'm the one that lived it, right? You're so idiot to literally think that that this lady that's never held a conversation with me knows exactly how I'm thinking, how I'm living, how I was raised, or anything like that is absolutely ludicrous. And if you actually believe it, you are about as deluded as that lady.
Burnt Toast is pretty factual. She's not a true crime channel. She never said she was. Betty, you got a fake press badge. You act like you're media. You act like you're law enforcement. You misinform. You insert yourself where you shouldn't be. You're a nuisance most of the time. And you're often way off the mark. You're not factual. But I remember what you said. You said you're the receipt. Because if you say it, it's factual. Because you said it. But it doesn't mean where you got the information is factual. But it becomes factual because you said it. Yeah, I have that. I have that clip of you saying that. So there's a big difference, Betty, because see, this piece of bread you're talking about actually is a factual channel. And yeah, she doesn't get on there and lie about you, Betty. She just doesn't.
That's speaking. That crazy piece of bread.
It
makes no sense. Can you please put your brain back in your head and have some common sense, please?
Oh,
Was that
Lord,
abrasive for you? Was it?
put that brain back
So
away.
apparently, if you treat people like they treat you, they get upset. Shocker.
Kind of sounds like you right now, doesn't it? Oh.
Well, she's. Look at that screenshot. That pause is on point. Look at that mug. Bets. Did you do that little video? That little 2-second clip you just did? Interesting.
Oh, wow. No, I'm not. You're the one that decided to come here and stick up for your little crazy toast, your crazy bread, right? Your crazy bread. So, I mean, come on. Aw, somebody's got their
Yeah, I do think that all the evidence and stuff, everything they're going to use, but the defense can use it and have the jury walk through. The state can do that. They can have the jury walk through. Who knows? I just don't agree. Hey, Curious, I don't agree with her telling people to call the school and leave messages and email them and stuff like that. These people don't live there. They have no connection to this at all. Let it stay out of it. The school doesn't need to have, hey, Tammy Lou, a gazillion messages and emails from Bullhorn Betty and her followers when they have no connection to the case in the first place. And she's just a YouTuber. She's not world famous. But because she has people in her chat from different countries, she thinks she's world famous. So does that make us all world famous? I don't know.
He's gonna want.
But I'm not the media. Never claimed to be. Don't want to be.
Oh. Well, don't worry. I spoiled it. I already know what she's gonna come out with. She's gonna be bitching about me because she never can do anything but complain. What does she do?
She actually has a lot of fun reviewing you. Have you ever? I know you've watched. She actually laughs and chats, and she actually has fun. And Betty, it's your own actions and your own words. Nothing's made up. It's actually factual based review on you.
Literally, what does she do? She complains about me nonstop for 2 hours, 4 hours a week. For the love of God, you guys ain't bored yet? And you think it's me? Seriously?
Yeah.
Phoenix, I just want to let you know that when you hear this sound, that is when your head is popping out of your behind. Okay?
Wow.
So pull your head out of your behind, take your blinders
She's not
off,
nice.
and actually find out the root cause to this instead of being part of the problem and a blind.
The root cause, Bets, is you. What are you talking about? Why are you jumping on somebody in your chat like that? You're rude.
Sheep that just follows and being her little bitch.
Find
out what really happened. Don't you ever get sick and tired of being the pawn for her?
Huh?
All up in here. You're going to have to say every other word because she's blocked. See, I block creators so people can't talk about them in my chat like a responsible creator does, right?
Huh?
Like a responsible creator does.
That's not true. You block people that ask you any questions that don't run with your narrative. If anybody disagrees with you, you block them.
So I had to put that in there because it is Thursday. I was going to actually say something about it.
I didn't see that Phoenix said anything bad. But it triggers the hell out of her.
Issues last night, I didn't have a chance to talk about it. And of course, this morning, we had this whole thing I was trying to put together, the weekly recap and stuff like that. So I didn't have an opportunity to talk about it. But this idea that everybody's getting, I'm sick and tired of not addressing stuff that's going on. She's wrong.
You always, what do you mean you're sick and tired of never addressing stuff that goes on? You always do. What are you talking about? You drank too much of that delusional coffee today. That's why the thumbnail is delusions when you have nothing else. Because, Bets, you have nothing else. It's sad, but true.
You guys can blindly follow her like the sick little sheep that you are, but she has
What?
major problems. A woman that can't let go, literally, a woman that has to hold on this hard and can't let go has major problems.
Really?
Common sense tells you that. Okay, this is past, I thought it was normal, petty YouTube stuff. No, it's not. This lady is done hit the crazy train and fell all over it. She cannot let go of me no matter what, because nobody, and I mean nobody.
But why let go? For what? You're fun. And you're not the only person she does content on, by the way. And again, I'll tell you again, I'm really tired of saying it. Probably said it 100 million times. You're not even her most popular content, Betty. That might hurt your feels a little bit. You might not want to hear that. I get it. You're all in your feels. But can we move on? Because it's really getting boring.
Would pay attention to her commentary.
Because
nobody likes her. The only thing they like about her, the little bit of thousand.
Okay, Betty. Nobody likes her. Have you looked at her numbers and your numbers? Since you're such a numbers person. When have you ever pulled 1,000, 1,200, 1,300, 1,500 in a live? When, Betty? Do you see how many views she gets per video? And not just yours. She does other people. Whatever locale is up for the week, whoever's the worst, who gets covered. You happen to be one of the biggest because you're one of the biggest locales. And that's your own doing. That's on you. That's a you problem. It really is. But go look at the numbers, Betty. You've been at the same stagnant level for how long now with your 24K? You can't match her views. You can't even come close to matching her numbers. I should tell you something there, Bets. Did you mute yourself again?
1,000 freaking followers, the blind sheep that follow her, and I don't even think it's 1,000 because we know they play those little games with upping their views and all this other stuff with
No.
crap. That's why they take their analytics.
What? Now you're accusing? How does she up her numbers? How does she get people in her chat? You can't do that, Betty. They have to actually be in the chat, be watching for it to count. Just because it's been shown how you mysteriously go down 100 subs and then immediately go right back up another 100 subs. Just because you've been busted out on it. But what you're saying now doesn't even make sense because it's not doable. It's just not doable. If there's 1,200 in chat, that means there's 1,200 watching.
So they can manipulate you even more. So I don't even trust any of their numbers that are public because they're manipulating them. Only YouTube really knows the true numbers that are watching their shows. Okay? They can't manipulate them. They can manipulate all of us, but they cannot manipulate them.
You can't manipulate live either, Betty. You can't. Like I said, compare her numbers to your numbers, Betty.
Let's be honest. We've seen it ourselves. They get to go in there and they plug in whatever viewership they want on there. Pretty funny how that happens. So I don't even know if those are thousands of people in her chat. I really don't care. All I can tell you is that she's been having thousands of people in her chat 2 weeks every day, but she just can't seem to make the numbers that I make. That doesn't make sense, does it?
She doesn't make the numbers that you make? What? No, that's the other way around. You can't make her numbers. Betty, your views aren't even nowhere near Toastie's. What the hell is she saying?
Normal mathematics tells you there's something wrong with that. So, again, it's not me that people don't like. It's that they're...
Oh, no, Betty, it's you. Betty, you have 24K on one channel. Most of them are, I'd say 80% are inactive subs. You've launched 2 other channels, Betty, and you barely reached 2,000. You get 100 in your chat. She gets 1,000 in her chat. You can't play with live chat numbers, you idiot, and you know that. Math is definitely not your strong suit, is it?
Stuff to manipulate their audience and to
That's why you don't like headstones. Math is not your thing, and she's a math teacher. That's why. That's it. Is that it? You're jealous because she can do 1 + 1 and you can't?
that they are who they are and that they're more powerful than everybody else. They're not. They're just normal people that like to hide their identity and do dirty shit behind the scenes.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, burnt toast is part of that.
Okay, where's the proof?
And you know it?
Where's the proof of this? Where's the proof that burnt toast has done anything behind the scenes to you? You're talk the talk. The receipts are it didn't happen, baby. You're not going to find any receipts because I don't believe that. I just don't believe that.
You felt it? Common sense tells you it?
But
you still support it while
but you have no actual proof. Just your words. Got it.
Everybody across these platforms, you do not.
Yes,
it's getting really embarrassing. But you know what? 2 years ago, I told Burnt Toast to her face through, I guess not through her face, right? Through this, right? That she's going to overplay her hand. She's going to keep going down and she's going to end up getting sucked in and she's never going to let go. I told her that 2 years ago.
Betty, you're not her only
I told her
contact.
that 2 years ago. She should have quit while she was ahead. She really should have. But what you're going to see her doing is stamping around, stomping her feet, acting like a little kid.
Nope, not what I've seen.
And the only way she's going to stop is to be court ordered to stop. She will never stop harassing me. She will never stop inciting her audience to harass me. She will never tell her audience the true truth about Crude. She will always try to fight me, to try to fight his battles.
What's the true truth about Crude? Are you going to enlighten us? Because we know how you lied in those court documents.
And she knows he was wrong. And he should have, if he didn't do the things that I alleged he did, he should have said it to a judge. And when he had the opportunity to, what did he do? He ran the opposite way.
No, he threw a couple bucks your way because he knew that you were money hungry and that's all you wanted. And it would make you go away because you're a greedy, self-absorbed bitch. You lied about that, man. You and your buddies, your minions, went after his family's business. You did all kind of shit, Betty. You know, honestly, I do wish he would have fought you. Because then we wouldn't be where we're at right now with this frivolous lawsuit and you being sued yet again by someone else. But, you know, that was his personal choice. Which I'm sure you've made that man regret every day of his life since. You think you do these frivolous lawsuits trying to get people's identities. That's what you do, Betty. You use the legal system. You maliciously use the legal system. This time, it's going to bite you back in the ass hard. Real hard. And you deserve it. I'm sorry to say it, but you deserve it.
That spoke volumes to me. And it should speak volumes to the audience. He had his opportunity to argue this, and he chose not to. He could have went before that judge. He didn't need an attorney to go to that judge and tell him I was full of shit, if I truly was full of shit.
Well, yeah, we see how you not having an attorney's playing out real good, huh, Betty?
Let's talk about that. They're trying to say you that he admitted to all this stuff, but he just did it for money. Who would admit to that? Over $500. For $500, I damn sure would have showed up and
Betty, that's just how cheap you are to pay off. That's what it was. You were so money hungry that you didn't care that you were being shut up for $500 with your lies.
fought it. because at least it wasn't tens of thousands of dollars on the line. It was only 500. It could have been worse. It should have been worse.
Mm-hmm.
So
then why wasn't it, Betty? Why'd you take the money and run? Huh? Why'd you take the money and run, Betty? If you were so right and you had such a strong case, why'd you take such a little bit of money and run?
hold on just a second. Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. Well, that of course, our piece of shit PI, the gift that keeps on giving, the Santinello family, just he's a pig. He's a freaking pig, and he's been false striking me behind the scenes, and actually decided to acknowledge it on his Twitter account. That he is basically manufacturing emails and fighting these for other people, not the people that are actually submitting these. Bad mistake, buddy. Bad mistake. Bad mistake. You stay off my account, and I'm telling you this, and he's going to continue to do it until he gets his whole entire his entire YouTube channel taken down, and then I'll start working on Twitter because of what he's doing. It's illegal as hell, and I hope he values his Twitter account a hell of a lot more than he values my YouTube account. But just remember, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. I'm just saying. So we'll see you real soon there, buddy. Let me guess. Is Kiera gonna file suit against me, or are you gonna lie about that again? Because this is the second or third time that you've offered to sue me, yet.
Okay. She has room to talk. Jersey went after George and Brittany and posted all over Facebook. They are scammers. Now the organization that was going to help them for Christmas backed out. No. Hey, KB investigates. Oh, that's awful. Oh my gosh. Good fucking move, Betty. Fucking idiot.
6 months later,
They got babies too.
Whatsoever. Let me see. I just keep wondering. He's trying to prove to the world that he's professional and ethical. But yet we see him day after day spending hours upon hours arguing with me that never argues with him back.
Okay,
right?
all right. Betty, he's not spending day after day, spending hours and hours arguing with you. How can you spend hours and hours arguing with someone who doesn't respond back, Betty? You're a liar. You respond back and you start. Stop it. Stop the lying. Number one, the man is professional and ethical and is highly trained, unlike you. He actually does find people. He does assist in finding people. He doesn't. I don't see him spending hours a day fighting with you, Betty. Where, when, show receipts. You talk about because somebody posts a comment about you. That is not spending hours every day fighting about you with you, Betty. And I'm sure everybody's already seen his comments, but I'll be happy to show the update about the lawsuit.
I'm not fighting with him.
Yeah, he doesn't even have a YouTube channel. Hey, Haley Hopes, good to see you. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you can, do you have that posted on your community tab? I can post it on mine too, headstones. Because I tell you what, some of you sent some things for my kids, and with me being so sick and being in the hospital, and I can't thank you enough. You just have no idea. You have no idea. Thank you, Headstones. I'll make sure I put it out too. Yeah. Yeah, it is. I posted because thank God I got that trampoline during the Black Friday sales because I'd have had no, I mean, I didn't expect to get sick like that, and I damn sure didn't expect the code. Um, I ran a full code 3 times. Yeah, it was according to what they told me. I mean, I don't remember it, of course, but yeah, it's. And then doctors discharge you with all of these scripts. You go get them, and then the next day you go back and they change everything. I'm like, I just paid for all 6 of them. Are you freaking kidding me? Well, your blood work came back. This is what we need you on instead. I'm like, in less than 24 hours, it changed that much. But I listened and I did it because I had to, because I kind of signed myself out. So I kind of had to do what they said. You saw the post from Aileen? Wow. Yeah, my kids have been, and they're little. They're 5.5 and 8.5, but they're not used to mommy does everything. Mommy Kathy does it all. Daddy Frank, his work hours, he mostly only gets to see them on the weekends. But, he had to be off work because, I was in the hospital. Somebody had to watch the kids. And, Daddy Frank just isn't the same. He's just not used. I mean, the man had a lot going on. He did good, but he's not mommy. And he doesn't get about how the lunches have to be made a certain way. My little girl, you got to cut that crust off. You got to cut it at a certain angle. There's just things that they need. And Daddy's just, because I do it all, he doesn't know. But all the support I got has just been amazing. It really has been. It's nonsense just took the wheel, and yeah, and even Morbid put it in his live, which floored me. Even the glare, which I am very thankful to him for his comment and for sharing it. Yeah, I'm home. Long road still to go, but I'm home. Oh, thank you, AMAC. Thank you. Welcome to Poolside, guys. I've been sick, so we are out of the good stuff, but I will replenish eventually here. But I'm making some of those, no, I can't even think of them. Buckeyes that Nonsense made. I'm making some with my daughter because I didn't do none of them. I mean, I bake. I bake for the holidays. I have no less than 15 different kinds of cookies, 4 or 5 different kinds of breads. Then I have my muffins. Then I have my regular breads and my nut rolls. I didn't get to do none of that this year. I feel bad. I feel like we didn't get to do the sugar cutouts and decorating, so I'm going to try to do some of that this weekend with them. Hey, T-Berry. Hey, Kimberly. Gina. You all got gifted memberships. Hey, Vicky. Welcome to Poolside. Oh, Julie, thank you. Yeah, I didn't understand how to do that list, and that was just stuff that I had on my Amazon thing. But the kids stuff, I mean, my kids, they're so easy to please. That's one good thing. They are just so easy to please. You give my little girl a drawing tablet and a pen, you're her best friend. Or, she loves making stuff. She loves making jewelry. She's Lego. I mean, these kids just spend hours. That girl will spend hours and hours. It's amazing how the stuff she can build at her age. I can't put shit together. Then I got their freaking biological mom driving me up a freaking mall. Oh my God. I swear it's been no less than 10 messages and calls a day for the last week and a half. To the point where I really want to block that number. But I've agreed. She hasn't seen the kids in a long time since the birthday fiasco. And they don't know her. The little one, he don't know her. I've had him since he was 18 months old. He don't know her. He you know, but I don't, yeah. It's not good. I didn't tell them about it because I didn't want to upset because if my daughter gets upset, I'm not making her go. She doesn't have to go. I'll wait and talk to her about it tonight. And if she don't want to go, she don't have to go. And that's just that. There won't be a visit. And it's going to be the last, which there was already supposed to be a last after the birthday fiasco crap. And I wasn't going to let her do nothing to ruin their Christmas. But and Bio Dad's all he did was reach out to say, well, instead of $3,000 or $5,000, I'll take $3,000 for my signature. I'm like, I don't need to pay you. The court's going to do it for me. They're going to take your signature. So, he's trying to blackmail us so we can get the adoption done. It's crazy. It's crazy. Oh, I wouldn't give him a red cent. And luckily, my lawyer got it all recorded for the court. So, judge will take care of it. Just drags it out longer. I mean, they've already been with us almost 4 years, and we still don't have a final I got you day. You'd like some of those recipes? Sure. They're handed down from my husband's grandmother who didn't speak a lick of English. I got it, headstones. I'll share it. I'll put it on my community tab. Thank you. And what the hell do they think that people who need rescue inhalers, why do they charge so damn much for them? What the hell's wrong with people? You can't afford that shit just to breathe. Thankfully, I have insurance, but still, I still had to pay $125. That's a chunk of change at Christmas time, And there's people that can't afford that copay. What do? It's insanity what they charge for meds, especially necessary medication like a rescue inhaler. I kind of needed those. And then, my nebulizer, of course, had to break. Of course, I was on CPAC at the hospital, but here, a nebulizer, and it just decided it wasn't going to work. So I had to get another one of those. It was old, though. Oh, no, he wants money for himself. He would have signed those papers last year if I'd have handed him $5,000. But see, I don't need him to sign them. The court's going to do it. It's not even, it's just going to, unfortunately, it's going to cost more. My copay for Scripples insurance was just over $1,200. Yep, I called Cheap RX and can get it for $171 if I do not use insurance. Yeah, that's what I ended up doing with one of the meds for my kidneys. It just was cheaper for me not to even use my insurance and just use the discount cards. And I was so pissed. I was like, I just paid $497 freaking dollars for this medication. And you turn around and changed it all. Oh, I wanted to choke him so bad, but I didn't have the energy. I couldn't get up and do it, so he was safe. And I just looked at him like, you have no clue. See, and I used to work with doctors. I know. They don't have no clue. They don't. And especially if it's a doctor that only wants brand. Brand's expensive. That one medication, just one of them alone in brand for a 30-day supply was $630-something. He would not budge on the generic. He would not budge. So they had to order it. And that, thank God, I didn't pay for that one. That was the 7th one that I hadn't picked up yet because they had to order it. Because when I went to the doctor's that day, they changed it. And I looked him right in the face. I said, you are so lucky I didn't just spend another $600-something on a med that I couldn't have returned. Because you can't return them. But I donate them to the free clinic. because they're still in the sealed bottle. So yeah, I didn't make my banana bread, my strawberry muffins. Sorry, guys, I had to cough. Oh. I got all my nuts for my nut roll, and I didn't. I'm gonna try to get some stuff done this weekend. Hubby's off, so hopefully I can get a little bit. That's because the doctor doesn't get paid by the drug company for prescribing generic. Yeah, you're right there. There is kickbacks. I know. I worked in the medical field for a year. Yeah, there's kickbacks. Yeah, groceries are outright. That's another thing. I got to go get the ham and stuff yet for Christmas Day dinner because we have ham, not turkey. But I'm making sauce Christmas Eve. I make that from scratch. It's a Sicilian sauce. You use baby back ribs that you fry in a little bit of olive oil and some garlic, and you brown them real good. Then you put them in, and that's a true Sicilian sauce. Right before it's done, you drop your eggs in and a potato to take the acidity out. But I never had. The first time I had that sauce, I was like, "There's fucking hard-boiled eggs in the sauce." He's like, "No, they're not hard-boiled eggs like that. You cook them in the sauce." I was like, I had never seen anything like it. I sat down and I said, "Well, I got to, I can't be rude and not eat it." Oh my God, I've never stopped eating it since. It's a true Sicilian sauce, and it takes all day to cook, but it's so good. I am revival. I have to for my kids. Like I said, this opened my eyes. It's maybe a little late, at my age, but made me realize that sometimes it's okay if I do me first. Yeah, it is ridiculous. It's totally ridiculous. Just like with my pump. My insurance company still doesn't have it right. I've had a pump for 25 freaking years, and I am still fighting the same fight 25 years later. They have it listed as an injection. It is not an injection. If it was an injection, I would be dead within seconds. It's not. The pump has to be filled once every 3 months. It's not an injection. The lady at the insurance company had the nerve to tell me, she's like, now mind you, most of these people that they hire are fresh out of high school, no training, and they just are reading off their computer screen the response to you. They have all their scripts that they have to follow. Told me that maybe I should consider giving myself the shot at home to save. I said, do you realize it is not a shot? Do you realize it's an IV catheter and that only the doctor can empty and fill the pump because of the medication involved? And she's like, she thinks they don't get it. And I'm still to this day fighting with them on what they're charging me for, because they're charging me like I'm getting an injection, which is $100 and something on top of my $50 copay. And then it's another $90 for the copay for the medication. But it shouldn't be, because they have it listed incorrectly, but I can't get them to change it. I've asked for a review. I've done everything. It's insane. Insurance is insane. But how the hell are you going to charge somebody $125 for a fucking inhaler they need so they can breathe? Literally cannot breathe without it. How are you going to do that? And that's after coupons and stuff. Because that's one good thing about the CVS at Target here. Those pharmacists, those techs, they will look up the best deal for you, whether you have insurance or not. It may take a couple extra hours to get your script, but they're going to get you the best deal. And I appreciate that. Yeah, it's crazy. And if I have to go on dialysis and shit, I don't know, man. There's no way. My hubby, I'm just hoping I don't. Find out soon. But let's see what else Betty's going to say. If she's going to say anything else. Totally got sidetracked off Betty.
Fighting with me. What professional PI has the time to fight with a perfect stranger over petty bullshit? And meanwhile, advocating that he's got all these clients he needs to be helping. Steve, when are you going to get back to your clients, your paying customers? Do you even get paid? Or do you just con people out of money? I'm just curious. Asking for a few friends. Asking for a few friends.
What? Did you just... Betty, when is he fighting with you? Where? When? Show us. If you're talking about a comment, that's not fighting with you, Betty. In fact, he can't even fight with you, Betty, because you have him blocked on everything, Betty. And why do you keep alluding like this man has a YouTube channel? Because he doesn't. Are you trying to get his Twitter taken down, Betty? Because he's not said anything wrong on his Twitter that would warrant harassment or stalking. But okay. And he's a scammer? Do you have proof of any of this? Can you show me any proof of anything you're saying right now? I always get on here with all these words, but you never back it up with the actual hardcore evidence.
Asking for a few.
But Betty, I can show where you got hours and hours to spend on Twitter, commenting back, fighting back and forth with people. Hell, you've done it to me, and I didn't even notice that you did. So I didn't respond to you, but I do have screenshots of them. I found them later because I don't pay attention to you, Betty. But I mean, there's lots of comments from you. You'll go into someone else's post on Twitter and you'll go fight with the people in the comments. Now you have time for all that. See, that's what I mean. You're doing your self-reflection on a bad day because you need to stick to Sundays. Because I think you confused yourself.
We'll see how this all works. But yeah, he's been trying to jeopardize my my account. I've got everything screen captured. Everything's been sent over. And I hope he just stops. He started the fight with me. I finished the fight with him. And that's what he can't stand. And a man that wants to beat up on a girl, what a piece of garbage. And look how he speaks to women. I bet you that man is highly abusive mentally and physically to any woman that he ever dates, because that's the behavior he's showing publicly online. And anybody that wants to associate with him, you know what? Buyer beware. That's all I got to say is buyer beware. All I can tell people is don't mess with internet PIs, because you do not get a professional PI. You get a freaking child. And that's what we're dealing with here. And why I proclaim he's unprofessional and unethical. And I guarantee you, when I'm ready to sue him, because once you ring the bell, Steve, right? I'm already in a lawsuit, but don't worry. The statutes of limitations for you are 2 years. 2 years,
oh, wow.
Buddy. 2 years.
Wow, little minx. I'll have to get with you when I get in with this doctor, and we can maybe we can do a chat and talk about what he tells me, and I'll show you some numbers, show you the test results I get back, if you don't mind.
2 years. So I'll be seeing you. I'm a patient woman. Believe that.
Yeah,
Believe
always
that.
man
You don't get
bashing.
to come over here and cause me.
Betty has some deep-rooted anger and hate for men. She really does.
Financial harm. Acknowledge and admit that you're causing me financial harm. And then
who is causing you financial harm? You have slammed this man's business all over social media. If anybody's being caused any harm, it's him by you. Dear Lord.
Sit there and continue the bad behavior.
Oh.
And think that there's no repercussions for that.
But Betty, that's what we've been trying to tell you for years. You don't get it. You can't comprehend it. Because you in your own little warped mind, you just don't see it. You don't see it, girl.
People know you're screwing with my account. Why, Steve? Why are you bragging
What
about...
are you talking about, screwing with your account? Where's he bragging about screwing with your account? Did anybody see any of this? Because I haven't seen any of this.
trying to cause financial harm to somebody.
Okay, where's the proof of this? Betty, you make all these big accusations against people, but you never have no receipts. Just show us. It's pretty simple. If you know it as fact, then that means you have proof. Show your proof. Just like with the email thing, with the blank screen and stuff. Where's your responses? That wasn't a one-sided conversation, and it happened over multiple days. It didn't all happen in one day. But only one side of it was showed. Where's your side? Where's all these receipts?
And actually engage in doing it.
Doing it. Okay.
And I guarantee you had conversations with Burnt Toast, didn't you? I bet you did.
I don't even know if they know each other.
When I start getting to my discovery, we're going to see you.
Okay, what you don't understand is your discovery for your frivolous lawsuit has nothing to do with him or Burnt Toast, Betty. You're not suing them. You idiot. Like I said, you maliciously use the court system because you think you're going to be able... Hey, Hope. Oh, thank you for renewing, babes. He said no to an interview from the Kylie Rodney case. Yeah, I remember that. She was pissed about it. And that's what started all this. She knew exactly who he was.
Post with a lot of communications. I don't know why I have this feeling in my gut, but I just have this feeling in my gut. But hey, you never know.
Okay.
I've been wrong before. We'll see.
You've been wrong a lot. Where's your proof?
We'll see. Lastly, I think that's the one that...
So what you're trying to do, your discovery, so by your way of thinking, is you think you're going to force Queen Bee's attorney into giving you proof of all this stuff you're saying when it has nothing to do with her or her lawsuit. Really? Betty. And it's just not going to happen. She's not responsible for what he or Toast or anyone else did. And you can't... That's not the lawsuit. Do you know what you filed a lawsuit for, Betty? I think you need to go back and reread it. I really do.
Play that one again. We know about the ballistics. We know about the shield. We know about Daybell. I think that's about it. And we know about the other one. Which one was it? Rex Heuermann. Oh, the deal. And I think I talked about it yesterday at the 6:30.
Okay,
the deal is in jeopardy. That Peacock deal is without a doubt in jeopardy. I don't know why, but it is.
Oh, she did?
I don't know why, but it is.
No, I didn't know that. She dropped the lawsuit last night. I wonder why.
But anyways, just spoiler alert. So if you guys want to go over to BT's channel, just know that she's going to have a video that she just can't let go of. It's going to be so petty. It's going to be, look at what she did. Look at what she did. Who gives a shit?
You do.
Who cares?
You do.
Like, at the end of the day, who gives a flying monkey's butt what the hell I do? If I went out there and screwed...
Yeah, I hope it's not because of the way Betty manipulates and the things she does with the court system. I hope not. I'm kind of sad to see that happen, really, because all Betty had to do was show that girl a little respect. That's it, and she couldn't.
Through the whole football team, who cares? If I went out in the middle of the road with my bullhorn and a sign and had weird hair and acting all crazy,
You
See
oh
on
no, what I
several different
do? Oh, you've done that, Betty. You've done that. We've seen it. Oh shit, where did it go? How did I do that? Oh, I hate when that happens.
take a little time to create and craft, and then you have to
Where'd
change
that go?
it every single day. I don't go run and hide. I address my problems head on, right? That's completely opposite of being a coward. Seriously can't. I mean, you can't make this stuff up. Truth is literally stranger than fiction.
Huh. It is? But I know we're past that part.
I just don't like it. I really don't. But it just falls out of my mouth. I can't change the way I talk. When I'm upset, I say a lot of bad. Getting in trouble. I don't want to. I just want it to stop. I want to be left alone. The man, Steve, you're going to have to deal with criticism. I've dealt with criticism for 2 years. I've dealt with the biggest bully campaign against me for at least over a year. So much so that I'm suing a lady over, okay? Because it got that bad. So I just want to let you know that I'm going to make this. What you're doing is wrong.
Mm-hmm.
What you're doing is absolutely wrong. And you're showing the world that you don't mind doing dubious stuff for results. Let me repeat that. You're showing the world you don't mind doing dubious stuff for results. That is a bad name to have as a private eye. Bad name to have. But we already knew you were doing dubious stuff, don't we? Because that's why you're trying to take my channel down, is because you're trying to silence my dubious stuff.
Hey, Mandy.
If you can't take healthy criticism for your work without getting butthurt, you do not need to be on social media. Coming and attacking another creator because you can't handle criticism.
Wait a minute. What did she just say? Did she just say, if you can't handle the criticism? Kind of crazy. Betty never mentions this new channel, but her mods are always in the comments on the channel. Yeah. Hey, Spitfire. Hey, Mandy. Yeah, Betty, you can't handle criticism at all.
Criticism is a shame, especially a woman that has sat here and dealt with all this for 2 years. Shame on you. And guys, you should go over and maybe start reporting some of his bullying on Twitter to Twitter.
Who does he bully?
That it's out of line. Maybe that's what we can do.
Now she's trying to encourage people to go report us up on Twitter. He doesn't bully anybody on Twitter that I've seen. What the hell is she talking about?
You as a group. Not that I'm asking to.
Yes, you are.
Go over there. If you feel when you read the stuff on his Twitter account is
Lord.
out of line, inappropriate, and borderline harassment, maybe it's up to the people here to report it. Because he seems like he has a whole lot of time to bully me online, but doesn't have very much time to give to Layla's case or the other cases that he supposedly is working on and trying to help the family. I truly believe this man sits on his ass at his house, goes through missing persons things, and posts them all over his Twitter account, paying no mind to what he's doing all day. And I think that's what he does. And every now and again, he might be in a missing persons and actually get a sucker that's going to hand him over $3,000. And I think that's how this man lives. And he lives by being nice. And I think I pissed in his Cheerios. And now he's so angry because it caused him some problems. It's really putting a magnifying glass on him, which I didn't do. He decided to pick this fight all by himself when he's decided to attack me on Twitter for no good reason, calling me a scammer and a grifter, which is exactly what he and his clients turned out to be. Kind of funny how that happens. Look over there so you're not looking over here. Seems like a strategy that they have mastered behind the scenes, and all of their great soldiers seem to be following the same playbook. Isn't that funny?
Huh.
Interesting. Interesting.
Betty. All right. I gotta back you up a minute. I gotta hear that again.
As a group. Not that I'm asking to go over there. If you feel when you read the stuff on his Twitter account is out of line, inappropriate, and borderline harassment, maybe it's up to the people here to report it. Because he seems like he has a whole lot of time to bully me online, but doesn't have very much time to give to Layla's case or the other cases that he supposedly is working on and trying to help the family. I truly believe this man sits on his ass at his house.
Betty. Wow. You want people to go after this man for no reason at all. All because way back in the Rodney case, he wouldn't even give you an interview. He wouldn't even talk to you, Betty. And you're still butthurt over that. Your little feels got hurt. And also because he actually had an inside track in this case and you didn't. So you spun all these lies about him. I don't see him harassing anybody on Twitter. I'm not on Twitter at all, but I do read what he posts. And usually it's just about missing people and stuff, Betty. It's not. You, on the other hand, and he has real careers, real jobs, Betty. Maybe you should take a page out of his book.
Goes through missing persons things and posts them all over his Twitter account, paying no mind to what he's doing all day. And I think that's what he does. And every now and again, he might be in a missing person and actually get a sucker that's going to hand him over $3,000.
Wow.
And I think that that's how this man lives. And he lives by being nice. And I think I pissed in his...
Do you understand what defamation and slander is, Betty? Do you even understand what you're doing? Because honestly, I think he'd stand a good chance at being able to sue you. I really do.
Cheerios. And now he's so angry because it caused him some problems. It's really putting a magnifying glass on him, which I didn't do. He decided to pick this fight all by himself when he decided to attack me on Twitter for no good reason, calling me a scammer and a grifter, which is exactly what he and his clients turned out to be. Kind of funny how that happens. Look over there so you're not looking over here. Seems like a strategy that they have mastered behind the scenes, and all of their great soldiers seem to be following the same playbook. Isn't that funny?
No.
Interesting. Interesting.
Okay. You're saying that you're the one who's being attacked. You're the one who's being harassed. You're the one who's being financially hurt. Okay. Bets. You have just slammed this man's business. His whole life, really. You're encouraging people to go and do things to him on social media. And look at you smiling. Look at that. That's a good pause. You're smiling. You would actually be happy if something happened. You have such a demented soul that you would get your rocks off if you were able to hurt him in any way. You would. Or anyone. I mean, you've tried to do it with headstones. You've tried to do it with how many countless victims and their families, their friends. Just with so many people. That's where you're demented. Because that kind of stuff gets you off. When you can dox someone and threaten someone's job, that makes you feel good. That's messed up, Betty. That's messed up.
TL. Come on. So my Christmas plans are, I'm going to be home this Christmas. I'm trying to decide, I am pretty exhausted. I'm trying to see if there's a possibility of me working at a soup kitchen for Christmas.
Oh my. Okay. So if that's really what you want to do, why do you got to get on here and say it? It's not hard to find one to work at, Betty. But no, you've got to get on here. You've got to pat yourself on the back and let everybody know what you might do. That's twisted. That is twisted. But
no,
keep
which
going.
soup kitchen needs it, but I think last year I was in. No, it wasn't last year. It was a few years ago. I think I was in Fort Myers. I've helped out a soup kitchen in Tampa.
Guys, I'm gonna okay. Keep believing this. I'm gonna go unlock my door for my kids. I'm gonna let this play for a minute.
So I'm going to look around and see. I mean, it's kind of late to decide, but I didn't know what I was going to actually do. I probably won't be doing a whole lot of anything except being on here. I'll be entertaining the masses at 6:30 in the morning on Christmas Day. Not that I'm going to have a lot of people here. Who knows? I might have a lot of people from overseas, right? It should be, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But Christmas, I will be, I will be, entertaining the masses. I don't know what we're going to do for Christmas. I may just put a bunch of Christmas songs on, not monetize the account, and just have fun with it on Christmas Day and just talk about whatever we want to. But I'm going to tell you, I might be cussing on Christmas Day. I don't know. We are raising money through Swear Jar. I'm sure it's making a lot of people have heartburn. I cuss. I just don't like it. I really don't. But it just falls out of my mouth. I can't change the way I talk. When I'm upset, I say a lot of bad things. Okay. You don't want to see what it looks like when Bullhorn Betty's working on her car. Okay. When I'm working on my car, like the neighbor stays in, he goes out. My neighbor, my neighbor and I love my neighbor. He's sweet, dear guy. And, we do like dinners and stuff. He made lamb chops last night. And I know it was a great cut of meat, a great cut of lamb chop, because it was so tender, right? It was really, really tender. I don't like lamb meat. I'm a very basic person. Chicken, pork, steak, seafood. Okay. Those are the things that I eat. Okay. Let me just repeat that again. I eat pork, I eat chicken, I eat steak or beef, and I eat seafood. Okay. If it's not one of those 4 items, and I eat a lot of different seafood. I eat from squid to
Is she really talking about her eating seafood? Okay, yeah, can't have that. Can't have that. All right, let's fast forward, Betty. Come out here, Dallas, and show me, please.
I'm just joking, Susie-Anna. I'm just joking. Stop. Susie-Anna, when we were in Tennessee, she made this, what is it, New Orleans? Fettuccine Alfredo. And it has all this like smoked beef or pork. And she had like, it was really, and shrimp in it too. And it was spicy because it was Cajun, because apparently they like their food on fire, but she didn't put it on fire. I have to be honest with you. It was very flavorful, very tasty. It was very good. Just different, like when I make Alfredo, my Alfredo is about as plain Jane as possible. You got, I usually use cream. I use a little bit of salt, and I use a good cut of Parmesan Romano Parmigiano, whatever.
Oh no, that's a
cheese.
pen. No, that
cheese.
don't get used on there.
Use the shredded, the peel.
You use markers on there.
If you want a good creamy sauce, and you always get a gritty sauce, it's probably because you're using already shredded or already shaved cheese already prepared in a bag. And you don't want to do that. They have to do something special with the cheese once it's already
okay.
cut,
I gotta
shaved,
fast forward
and,
this.
And bag.
I think she's about done.
I need to stop. I'm so dry.
Yeah, you are.
I need to stop. Lampers. He's like, oh, we need to do, I need to get some frog legs. And I said, no. He goes, I usually use cream. I use a little bit of salt. And
I think we're about done with this for today.
Parmesan Romano.
She's so not funny.
I'm burnt toast. I need to be right. Can somebody entitle me to my right answer, please? I need to stop.
Yeah,
I need
well.
to stop.
She looks like she smells like seafood.
Fine. Game over. I'm in timeout.
I'd like to put you there.
I know. I'm full of it. What can I say?
Hmm.
All right, guys. We made
Oh no!
we made it almost into 2 hours, but I still
You
have
knocked
coffee. I'm
this
gonna drink my
all
coffee.
down. She
Somebody
broke
tell
this
me what-
ornament.
Somebody tell me what you guys are doing for Christmas. What's going on?
Oh,
I don't
okay.
even want
Put
to
the
be
candy
here
cane
right
down, please.
I want to be in Louisiana eating some spicy food.
Yuck.
Susie-Anna, come save me. Come save me. Bring me some of that Alfredo. Help me, Rhonda. Help me, Rhonda. My grandson said, Betty pressed your button. Oh, here, let me press it again.
Oh, please don't.
Watch out. Bullhorn Betty's in the house. I'm rocking it
Oh,
out with my coffee beans out.
that's a scary
Can you
thought.
imagine us if we were in a store, you know, and there was the Mean Girls Club? Come on, be honest. And we're the nerdy kids over in the table, right? And then we got the snooty little Mean Girls clubs, you know, the people that think they can push us around. And we have our coffee beans out.
No, you'd be the Mean Bully Club, Betty. You would be the Mean Bully Club. 100%.
You know darn well we'd be sitting them up on our table and playing hockey with them and trying to hit them in the back of the head. You know we would. Don't lie. You know we would. We would all be around that table. We'd be making bets who could hit who in the back of the head as many times. And every time they turn around, we're going to be...
Wow.
Watch out for our coffee beans. Especially
How old are you?
if they're on the floor, you might
Let's fast
fall and
forward.
bust your butt. I need to stop. I'm so dry.
Yeah, you are.
Oh, did I just dodge? My dodge is... Hold on, there we go.
You do not know how to... You do not know how to use your buttons, Betty. You do not know how to use sound effects.
All right, I'm gonna stop. That's all I have. I have like literally no true crime. This stuff I made because every day that we come here, I literally have like a litany of tabs open, and it always stresses out the system with that many tabs running behind the scenes.
Mm-hmm.
And so did this time. I was craftfully, but see, the problem was I made the weekly recap. I got to go and adjust it, and I've got to re-upload it. But I made the weekly recap. And what that did is that essentially took, and I just realized that we should have expanded on it and talked about it, because what it ended up doing is it took, I ended up taking a 6-minute clip and getting everything out in 6 minutes versus the half an hour that it would have taken me just to talk about it. Because, you know, I talk about everything, right? I mean, I'm Bullhorn Betty. That's what we do over here. I don't know if people understand that yet.
Did you give your teacher her little gift? Did she get her little gift back?
I'm off again by a damn second. I hate when that happens.
I got the bus drivers are sitting right there.
Here we are, all of us going out and having fun together. But you know what we can do here while I'm drinking my coffee before I close this show out? I've been forgetting to read the language of letting go, and I don't know why. I've been reading it.
Oh, Lord, no.
And so today for the being comfortable in your own skin, I always talk about, you know, especially a single man that's not getting the attention that he wants from a female. He's actually going out and trying to destroy her because I won't give him attention. That's what it is.
Huh?
I won't give him attention. I won't give him the time of day. That seems very abusive. I'm just saying. So you need to look at that. He's displaying very poor behaviors. Very poor behaviors online. And he's directing it at a female.
Okay. So now you're saying you're being abused by him? What? Where? When? Receipts, please. I don't see where you're being abused, harassed, and attacked by this man.
And the way he has talked, you can tell without a doubt this man is either verbally abusive, physically abusive, mentally abusive, or all. That's the fun fact about Steve Fisher.
Wow.
And that's based upon his own behaviors because, again, that's what we do. We study people, don't we?
What have you studied, Betty? He made a comment to you. He made. Oh my God. You studied him how? I thought you didn't engage with him. Betty, you can't have this ongoing feud because he's blocked on everything. So this is all in your head. At least there's something up there, I guess.
All right, guys. With that being said, I got my little complaint session out. Plus, we were able to talk about true crime. And for those,
thank you, Patricia.
Actually, I want to fix this
For renewing. Thank
hold on
you.
one second. Let me do this. Let me increase the volume of my voice.
It's good to be live.
Okay. Let's turn the music down just ever so slightly, a little bit.
Okay.
That's.
Do I have to cook today?
Let's see if my voice.
I do. Darn it. Guess you all need to eat eventually, huh?
Sounds better.
Yeah. Why didn't people tell me that it was necessary to have to feed the kids too? I mean, it's kind of like a plant. You got to feed and water it, right? I'm kidding.
World of news. The first is this despicable story out of Oklahoma. Okay. This is titled. I think that sounds better.
That's not another one, is it? Okay.
And his stepdaughter ended up having multiple children. Check this article out. I'll fix it and get it uploaded. But I'll drop that. And I know what I can show you. I fixed the video too. I fixed the video from yesterday. It was really horrible. I don't know if it's going to come in any better on this show or not. But like even my print, the color of my print wasn't the right color either. Where it
Okay,
said,
I'm done.
The
I think this
disappearance of
is
Summer
done.
Wells yesterday when we were showing this online.
Oh yeah, her documentary she's doing.
You will arrive at your destination.
I'm not watching that.
Trees were so thick, you couldn't even see the bus.
She's working on her documentary on Summer Wells. So stop right now. Go. Stop it. Symphony Rose. You're 8. You're too old for that. Oh my Lord, 8.5. Cocky. It's weird seeing them in their pajamas at 4:30 in the afternoon, but today was PJ day. They got to wear their favorite PJs to school. Okay.
The bus just.
But this documentary, something tells me Olive Oil is doing something, and that's where a lot of her footage is going to be from. Olive Oil. What? A documentary? Lord.
It's covered by trees in June and July, which is when June 15th is when Summer Wells went missing. Okay. So they're trying to, and that's another issue that we have is that you just saw that clip with that I'm doing for the documentary, and you see how thick that foliage is. You cannot see their home. June 15th, that was the way their trees and everything looked. You cannot see up there. So those tree trimmers that they had down on the lower part would never have been able to see up there and see anything. And
okay.
again, it causes problems with the story.
Oh,
the
shut
bus
up,
is still
baby.
there. The yellow school bus. It's still there. Parked. What I say. With the tree trimmers being
Okay, I'm done with this because I'm not going to get into the Summer Wells stuff with her. I'm not going to get into the Summer Wells stuff with her. No. I'm not ready for that. I will, though. I would be happy to. She won't talk about the Karen Reed case with me. Excuse me, because I actually know what I'm talking about there. But when it comes to any of the crime cases, I have to look at everything I can find on that crime case before I'll even comment with her. Because then if I don't, then I'm no better than she is, and I'm going to pass out misinformation, and I don't want to do that. Because and this was her jumping on board now with supporting these families and get out of here and these surviving victims. Please, oh my God. How many panels did she do with Molly and them slamming these girls? And Mallory? You want to be taken serious? Yeah, no. She really thinks that she does. Does she put any content on that third channel yet? I think she spells it Betty, like Bettie. I think that's what I heard her say. Yeah, Betty True Crime. Does she actually put any content on here? Oh yeah, she has. And shopping list. Okay, we're full of bullhorns. Okie dokie. And this is the same stuff she has on her other channels. She's just putting the same content on all these channels. Uh-oh. There's a full rant of her. And you guys probably have already seen it. But it's not very long. Maybe I'll play a little bit of it. It's one of her good rants. It wasn't that long ago. Just play a couple minutes of it. Then I gotta go and get the kids' dinner going. Because unfortunately, they need to eat. Again, they have endless pits, I swear. Yeah, I think Forgotten. Everybody's already showed this, but this is from Blank Screens.
Bacon. We are on the Bullhorn Brady True Crime channel this morning because yet again, another felonious copyright strike on the main account, but this time from one of my friends, like my Sebastian. I don't know. Many people don't know that I went to his course. You know, I've trained under.
I don't know who this Sebastian is. But apparently, hey, Rowena. Yeah, Little Winks, if you want to give me your email, you can do it by email me. That would be cool because I would love to talk to you. That channel is old. It was made in 2020. Oh, really? So it's not her new channel. Her new third channel. She's just had it in her pocket. And I don't know who this Sebastian is. But this Sebastian gave her a copyright strike? Wonder for what?
Sebastian, and personally know him. And they struck me on a fake account yet again.
Symphony?
For Sebastian's, the little clips that I put up here from Sebastian. And so, again, people keep
top
saying
shelf
that,
above, you can see the box of those
behind the
things.
scene, dirty stuff.
Pick
There's
one for you and one
nobody
for your brother.
that has had more content stolen from them than Bullhorn Betty. So, this is a dangerous game that's being played here. And I hope people just stop and leave my main
Did you watch
account
Polar
alone.
Express?
But I did want to address a few things because
you ruined that song for me. She totally ruined that song for
there
me.
is that, right? So I did want to address a few things because last night we heard another
He likes
creator
them.
kind of losing her stuff,
he?
right? White
Does
Bro.
he?
She's the white racist of YouTube, right? And so she's on there last night talking about how she's obviously very, very highly upset. She went from being a cute little voice talking smack to being angry, screaming. Did you notice that she's screaming now? She's screaming.
Rowena.
She's angry. She's an angry.
I'm getting there, dear. I'm getting there. I'm trying.
piece of bread. She's an angry piece of bread.
He's
She's
not her
talking about
friend.
how I
Who
brought
is
this
he?
on myself.
Who is he? He's a motivational speaker. That's the motivational speaker she's talking about? Oh my God. Does she realize that they don't know the people that pay to sit in there? Oh. No, one's enough. Thank you, sir. One's enough. You got dinner to eat. You just ate a whole bag of goldfish. That's enough for now, okay? And you can have some more after dinner. Do you understand? Where's your sister? No, Dallas, I said after dinner. Oh, he's mad. He just sat here and literally ate a whole little bag of goldfish and a juice box. And he's mad because I won't let him have round two. But if I do, then he won't eat dinner. So he just stomped away. He's so spoiled. Did you get him one? Okay. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. What? Oh, now they're fighting over fruit roll-ups. Okay, yeah.
I don't know who she is. Okay? People need to ask themselves, how did I attract her? Because if you go back to the beginning, I've never said, still to this day, have never said anything about that piece of shit. I haven't.
What? She's never said anything about her? Are we on the same planet? I let that baby have all the snacks. I do, but they have to eat dinner. Because I know they ate a bunch of junk at their school parties already today. And now he's sitting here with a sugary fruit roll-up.
Channel. I haven't done anything, and you guys have watched what that woman has done. She has put out misinformation after misinformation, lies after lies. Let's not forget about the 42 arrests that she proclaims that I had, and she failed to take down that video. So all of her lies and her
Okay, why should that video have to be taken down? Tell me why it should have to be taken down. She showed your actual criminal record. It wasn't anything she made up. Sit down with those because they get sugar everywhere. Sit on the Sit down with those. She didn't make any of it up. She didn't lie. So, again, what's the problem?
Misrepresentation and videos can stay up for profit. But for some reason, one video I did, over a year?
Yeah, I got
a
it
year
too.
and a half, a year ago, that I did over a year ago, she is still complaining about one thing.
Yeah, she does use him. So she supposedly went to one of his seminars, so then she thinks she can use his content and that they're friends. And he probably didn't even know who she is. Yeah, figures.
Trying to justify her actions and her behavior and all the
You
problems.
notice how she's kept quiet about JLR since her big announcement? And then, of course, never followed up with anything?
Brought on to everybody else through her lies and her obsessive compulsive problems and her mental issues where she can't let things go. And so now her and her team, which is an extension from the woman that I'm.
What team? Because it's a one-man show over there. What team? Are you getting ready to tell us what team? Okay.
Suing, right? Because they're all up in my complaint. As being elicited for help and continuing to do so. So I'm going to be taking major legal action.
You are?
Against this.
You are?
And people keep thinking they're going to hurt me financially. And this is another thing. Like, she thinks she knows me. She has done little to no research. They, in a litany of the court documents, show all the other baskets of stuff that I get from. And those are things.
Betty, you don't have all these other baskets of stuff you get from. Betty, stop the cap. Oh my God. You have a shovel handy? You're going to need it. And be shoveling up some of this shit. You know none of that's true, Betty. you are reliant on your YouTube money. Nothing wrong with that. I personally, I wouldn't count because YouTube can be gone tomorrow. Don't bank on it. What other baskets, Betty? When do you actually sell any of that outrageously priced, ugly merch? How many of your active subs buy it? Just asking. Probably not a whole bunch. You were given. Never mind. Anyway, Betty, what baskets do you make? I don't think you make that much off TikTok. I mean, I don't know how TikTok pays, but I don't think it pays any better than YouTube. So, and you got a lot of. I think you have more active haters on TikTok, really. I don't see you getting too many super. Can you get super stickers and super chats and stuff like that on TikTok? Sure, you can get something.
They know about.
Mm-hmm.
Again, this lady has no idea who I am. She
Okay.
has been lying to her audience for 2 solid years about me. Her lies are catching up to her, and now she's very angry and utilizing the copyright strike system as a weapon to try.
Wait a minute. Now, how is she utilizing the copyright system? She didn't strike you. How's it her fault now? You used Sebastian's content when you didn't have permission to. That's why you got a strike. Your fault. You stole somebody else's video and uploaded it, not once, but twice. Again, your fault. How is she responsible for the copyright strikes? What am I missing?
Try to cause financial damage to me in an effort to help a friend that I'm suing.
Okay.
So we need to start looking at this and really processing it, because to be honest with you, these are false strikes. They're doing underhanded stuff behind the scenes, which is what
I don't think that Sebastian is going to false strike somebody. Something just tells me he doesn't need to. Betty, you used his content without permission. That's not a false strike.
have been expressing this entire time. Nobody has stolen more content from anybody than me.
You said that right. I don't think that's what you meant to say, but you said that right. You stole content. You said it, not me. Your words. Sorry, babes.
These channels that are attacking me could literally be taken down in matters of weeks if I really wanted to start working very hard.
No, you couldn't.
It, right?
No, you couldn't.
So if I chose,
Betty, if you could do it, you would have done it. You've tried to do it to Burnt Toast. You and your buddy JLR. Remember all those false strikes? How many were there? Stop it. You've tried. You've just not succeeded. You would love nothing more than to do that. And you would feel so good about it. But you want people to have empathy for you, for what you supposedly are going through. Okay.
But what I'm looking at right now is these are false copyright strikes. I believe in the YouTube system. I believe that they are going to rectify the situation. If they do not, we will build a new channel and we will show these animals on YouTube. They will not stop me. They will not stop me, and I will continue to maintain my name, the Bullhorn Betty channel. Bullhorn Betty, Bullhorn Betty, Bullhorn Betty. I will be here. I'm not breaking the rules. They are. And people need to start standing up and speaking up, and I'm asking them to. So every single person, I have never asked you guys to do anything. If you guys see anybody bullying, report it. If you see them misrepresenting, report it. If you see them harassing people, report it. These are things that you guys as the audience can start doing. I'm not asking you to go in and attack somebody and mass strike them frivolously. If you see these things out there on the streets of YouTube, you need to start standing up and doing something. And you know, a few people said,
Betty, you're going to be getting a lot of reports if that's the case, because they need to start with reporting you because you do all those behaviors. Just saying. No, it is just my opinion. Oh, by the way, guys, don't forget to hit that like button for me and subscribe. And as you know, we do have channel memberships.
I went and striked it for misinformation and this, that, and the other. And I'm like, you know what? It's a waste of time. But you know what? We need a paper trail for YouTube. Okay, we need a paper trail for YouTube. Who are the problem people on here? If you see bullying, if you see an entire channel bullying, you can report the entire channel for bullying. It's time that we take our voices back and we stop this stuff on YouTube. But before that, you know, we're still having a great day. We're not going to let anything take us down. It's almost Christmas. We are happy people. We are religious people, and we believe in the power of prayer and the power of God. And God moves mountains, right? God moves mountains.
Why do you do that? I hate when people use religion.
We are always going to be on the right side of things. We are not going to subject ourselves to the pettiness of these YouTube streets. We're not going to subject ourselves to the childishness of this. We're going to protect.
You know, you're just going to go real life and threaten people's jobs and dox them and go after their family and their friends and anybody else you can. That's how you roll.
Protect ourselves, and we're going to keep going, and we're going to keep doing the great work that we do. The people that are trying to take it down my channel are evil people, right? They have not done anything for a single person to help them. They have never bought a flyer for a missing person. They've never hung a flyer for a missing person. They never put their hand around the grieving necks of somebody that has lost everything.
And how do you know that, Betty? How do you know that? You don't know that. You're talking out your ass as usual. You have no idea what people do. See, because unlike you, not everybody got to get on here and pat themselves on the back for every little thing they do. And thank your subs and your mods for those flyers. You don't pay for them. And you only put them up for content. Other than that, you don't. Stop it. You're as fake as they come. You're as fake as they come.
They've never helped out at soup kitchens. They never even bothered.
How do you know?
A family, even the thousands and thousands upon thousands of dollars they get from this very platform, they have never lifted one finger to help a family, a struggling family this holiday season.
And how do you know? How do you know any of this? And you're wrong. Because people that didn't even know me, that don't even come into my channel, reached out. So you have no idea what you're talking about. What have you done, Betty? Besides make money. What have you actually done?
Meanwhile, we have done all of those things. And in addition to that, they tried to destroy 8-year-olds' Christmas.
No.
And that is, and we still have this. I'm
Symphony
done
Rose.
here. I'm going to Clearwater to drop off the last package for Grayson to make sure that little boy has a wonderful and Merry Christmas. And I'm going to have a wonderful and Merry Christmas despite all this. Because why? Because I know God's got me. I know God's got me. I know that this is just one more thing that we're just going to have to go over, and we'll be triumphant, right?
Oh,
and then
Lord.
At the end of the day, their credibility, their integrity has already been called into question. People are realizing everything was a big hoax. They were lied to for some petty YouTube drama, and at the end of the day, for financial gain. So we're just going to keep going.
That's exactly what you do. You've just described yourself. Wow.
Going, and I just want to let people know it's not going to affect us. We've set up the memberships. We're going to have memberships over here. We're going to get this channel built up, and we're going to build it up right. And they can keep trying to attack the original channel. The original channel, at the end of this, there's only 1,000 videos on it. So at the end of the day, they're going to have to work through all those videos, and once they're done with them, we'll be fine. We'll still be clear, and we'll still have that channel. I'm not worried about it.
Yes, you are.
They're wasting a whole lot of time and just putting us through this at Christmas time. Who does that show? What does that show the people here on the streets of YouTube? Who's the real problem?
Oh my God. Betty, you're very worried. You're very worried. But for you to now blame Burnt Toast for these copyright strikes that you yourself caused that have nothing to do with her, mind-boggling. It's mind-boggling to me that people like her and Vada and others are able to function when they're so out of touch with reality. I often wonder how it feels to just make up a whole new reality. Yeah. Not worry, but makes a million backup channels. Exactly. Hey, tattooed birdie. Oh, thank you. Yeah, he broke an ornament. He didn't mean to. He's only 5.5. Why are we going to strangle grieving families? Yeah, she would. Yeah. You know, put your hands around her neck and you can't make sense of her. You cannot make sense of her. In her sick mind, it's all a big conspiracy. Everyone's connected. Yeah. But that takes so much energy. And so much time. I'm not letting no one live in my head like that. No, just not doing it.
I can guarantee it's no longer Bullhorn Betty.
Okay.
And I think the streets here on YouTube are well aware of that at this point.
No, they're not.
And I think they're seeing little white bread over there coming unglued. Because she was screaming. She was angry. She was angry. She was raging last night. White bread was raging.
She was raging? She was screaming? I'll have to go back and play that one. I must have missed that part. What the hell is she talking about? Anytime I've been in there, she's always having a good time, laughing and joking, and the reviewing Betty. Yeah.
Everybody's a racist except her. She's the only white, middle-aged white woman that's allowed to have a complaint. Nobody else is. She's allowed to lie. Nobody else is. She's allowed to misrepresent. Nobody else is. She's allowed to exploit people for no reason, but nobody else is.
Exploit?
So, hypocrisy.
Exploit who? Now you're claiming you're being exploited? Girl, you're the king of exploitation. Do we need to name off lots of cases? I mean, Summer Wells is a good example. Any case you're milking the Idaho poor. You read every damn document over 1,000 times and there's not no. You talk about exploitation?
See, is definitely white breads.
Yeah, well, wait. Yeah, Betty. If you got all this proof and she's raging, where's the clip? Where's the proof? You get on here, you people crack me up. You and Veda and Megan and that Nikki. You get on here and you make all these damn accusations and you accuse people of all this stuff, but you never show no actual proof. Never. Nothing.
Manipulation and reverse psychology. So all the thousands of people that want to follow her bullshit.
Petty Crocker, I love that name.
You deserve her.
That's a whole lie. You're right, language of horses.
Good morning, the real Me Too. Bullhorn Betty is present on this beautiful account that has already raised a lot of money. All right, so we're still going to be getting a paycheck not only for January but for February, and I expect that they're probably going to.
Okay, who cares, Betty? I haven't heard anybody say they wanted to take your paychecks away from you. That was never my intent. I've never said anything even close to that. I don't want you to. I don't. Why would I care? I don't care what you make. Honestly, I don't care. Good for you. Hell, I'm happy with my little check. It ain't much, but it works. It helps. But you don't. No one's threatened to take your money, Betty. You're the one doing that to yourself. This is all your own behavior, Betty. How do you go from having 24K subs on a channel to 2,000, Betty? That just shows you that out of 24K, only 2,000 were actually active subs. And out of that 2,000, I wonder how many really are active subs still. I don't know. But since you think that Burnt Toast can't beat your numbers, we're going to find that out in a minute here.
I'm going to be trying to attack this account next. But they don't do stuff behind the scenes. Remember that. They don't go real life. They don't go real life. But taking money out of somebody's pocketbook isn't real life, right? I can't wait to get to the end of this lawsuit. I can't wait. The damage that they have done. And you know what? It's the but for clause. But for her. But for her. None of this would be happening. I just want to put that in perspective. Toshi, good morning. It's nice to see you. Sonia. Who else do we have?
Are
Sweet
you done raging?
Misery is in the house. She went to hours on hours. It's brainwashing.
Brainwashing?
It's brainwashing. And these people just, mob mentality. So good luck with that. But I've just learned you got to learn when to hold them and when to fold them. And that's why I just walk away and keep moving on.
When do you do... Wait a minute. When do you do any of this? I haven't seen it yet. You know when to hold them, know when to fold them. Honey, you don't know when to play them. Let alone anything else. And you damn sure don't walk away. You did a live just for drama, just to get people in your chat. I know, I was there. It's the only place you never blocked. You didn't block me, but you did then shortly after. Anyway, I don't care because I'm not chatting in your chats anyway. I have no desire to, Bets. However, you want to compare numbers? We're going to compare numbers.
Ties, move on.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. Yeah, she makes bank over your name. So sad. It's not even that. It's just that the mentality of it.
No, she actually has a real job, a real career, and a real family. I'm just saying. She's not on here 3 times a day, every day, Betty. She doesn't have 3 channels that she's loading content on and TikTok. She has a life outside of being on a YouTube screen. Something you just can't comprehend because you don't. That's evident.
Illness of her stuff that people aren't taking into consideration. Like she has been badgered. I mean, this is like she's gone overboard. I mean, literally overboard. Like enough's enough, but she just can't let go because nobody would pay attention to her. Whenever she changes from me, nobody, just like everybody else, that's the problem they have. Is once they try to move topics, they try to get away from me, their numbers tank. They can't afford it.
Betty, that's not true. As I said earlier, you're not even her most popular videos. Maybe I'll think about that.
Because it comes down to finances, not really me. Because if they really wanted to, they could just stop talking. Right? I'm not that interesting.
No, Misha, she said something about it, but I have not seen anything. It's weird that she would go the whole way to Clearwater, too, from where she lives. That's strange, too. But no, nothing is, I've not seen anything posted. She said she was. She may have, and I didn't see it because I don't. They want to build this 3D pirate book, and it's, not happening right now. Yeah, she claims, but I haven't seen it. But that doesn't mean it doesn't exist. But, yeah.
You have to find something.
Well, she did say that everybody tried to ruin it, but yet the kid's having a great Christmas. I mean, people that don't even like Betty sent gifts to that little boy. And gift cards for his mother. They are going to have... Thankfully, they are going to have a great Christmas.
Talk to me and bash me over the head every
Well,
single day.
that's where the stuff actually went, but,
They're not. When you're under a microscope constantly, you're going to find stuff. I guarantee if we put them under... you know what? Maybe after this lawsuit's done, maybe we should put white bread under a microscope. And because, at that point, by the time this is all over with, we'll know who she is. So
how are you going to know who she is? Betty, you cannot force her to testify. She has nothing to do with this lawsuit. She's not being sued. And that was one of your intentions. Your malice intentions was to dox people, to get people's identities. That's you abusing the court system, Betty.
Let's go ahead and figure out what if she's wanting to play these games, then fine. But I'm telling you, it's a losing cause. Just leave me alone and move on. Learn to hold them and know when to hold them and when to fold them. This whole thing about this thing, you think you're going to take me out and cause me financial problems and I'm going to just stop suing Queen Bee. That is intimidation.
Where are you getting that from?
You understand that in a court case.
Where are you getting that from? That's in your own little warped mind, Betty. Because I've heard nothing nothing about anything like that. Except out of your mouth.
And trust me, I'm going to use all of this, every freaking bit, because it all comes.
Go ahead, Betty, because it just makes you look like a bigger idiot than you really are, and really shows that you know very little about the law. And it's going to get you laughed out of court. So knock yourself out. Knock yourself out.
Goes back to the one group. All of it. Every last bit of it.
Okay. No, it doesn't. I've seen the evidence that you've submitted. No, it doesn't, Betty. Actually, no, it doesn't. But okay, you keep believing that.
All these petty YouTube problems with my main channel, those will be resolved eventually, right? We know that eventually those will be resolved. Those will be resolved eventually within the next 6 months, because that's about as much as they're going to be able to do, right? So, and actually really 3 months, right? So not even, I'd say a little over 60 days, right? So we're going to have to deal with this for roughly about 60 days if they continue down this strategy. I hope they just give up and stop. But clearly they're determined to cause financial problems for me in an effort to remove me from a court hearing. And that's what I'm going to say, because we all know this stuff is generating from. And if not, but for.
Yeah, the but for clause means if didn't exist, would blank have happened. So in the case, if burnt toast didn't exist, would she still be suing Queen Bee? But a million times she threatens to use everything. Nothing against people and never has. Yeah, she can't. It's not going to get her anywhere. It's just going to make her look like a fool. Today it was Jen and Aileen chatting. There was one other one in the beginning. The other 30 people obviously not there supporting her. Yeah. Wow.
Those people, we wouldn't be going through this. So I'm very thankful I'm already in the lawsuit. No, you're
this not.
Can be proven because it's the but for clause.
No, Betty, it cannot be proven. And Queen Bee is not responsible for what other adults do on their channels. So good luck with that one.
But for their bullshit, but for their campaigns, for their campaigns, none of this, and I mean none of this, would be going on for me right now.
No, that's not true. Betty, none of this would be going on if it wasn't for you, your own actions, your own behaviors.
Responsible. I'm going to hold them responsible, and any and all financial issues that are derived by their actions that have caused this.
Betty, you don't look. I don't care about what you make on YouTube. I don't. I've never checked your playboard. I don't care. But you don't make $200,000, and you haven't lost $200,000. And you're not going to get $200,000. You might have to pay some legal fees. That might be an ouch, but you knew that going in.
They're going to be held responsible for. And it doesn't matter what kind of attorney you have. Doesn't matter if you pay them $100,000. When you're wrong, you're wrong.
Oh.
Period.
But you haven't.
And they know it's going to be proven.
Okay. But you haven't proven it, Betty, and you won't be able to prove it. You're not even going to get that far, Betty. I'll be really surprised if the judge doesn't dismiss this whole case, Betty. Because what you have submitted so far is just a hot fucking mess. And honestly, the clips and stuff you talk about, they make you look really bad. But, okay.
And they know I'm not backing down. So they're going to be fighting. And they're going to be manipulating. They're going to be utilizing their audience with lies and stuff like that. They're going to say how I lie. Well, it's funny. You know what? I come up here and say I make mistakes all the time.
What?
They don't.
No, you don't.
And they've never taken one.
When do you ever own your shit? What? You are so fake. You are as fake as fuck. And you are such a liar. You really are a liar. I'm sorry. It's Christmas time. I'm trying to be nice. I really am. But it's really hard right now. Oh.
One video down about me that was proven wrong. Not one. But they're saying that
What has been proven? What has been proven wrong, though? Where's your receipts of all this? What has been proven wrong?
Good for the goose is good for the gander. You do yours first, then I'll do mine, right? Because we know you lied. The proof is in the pudding on that.
Where?
Racist white bread.
Where's the proof at, Betty? You don't show any. Frustrating.
And what is more disrespectful? A woman coming to her audience saying that she's indigenous and lying to her audience about her heritage, and then when she's busted as being this white bread girl, she turns around.
Betty, you don't know who Burnt Toast is, and shut up. Stop it. You sound like a freaking elementary school girl. You're so... Burnt Toast has always said that she's indigenous. Always. You're just butthurt because you've never been able to dox her to find out who she really is. That's your problem. That's a you problem, Betty. You are sitting there lying because you don't have a clue. You really, truly don't have a clue who Burnt Toast is. So you're lying.
Calls me a racist.
Shoe fits.
But she's the one that has been lying to her audience all this time. I don't know.
And where is your proof of this? Where is it, Betty? Because right now, the only person I see lying is you. Is you. As usual.
People need to consider that. And why is she so butthurt over a woman that's never attacked her? Has anybody asked themselves that?
I don't think she's butthurt over you.
Why she engages in this type of stuff? It sounds really mental illness-y.
Mental
it sounds
illness-y.
like somebody that can't let go.
Mental illness-y.
It sounds to me like somebody that has a chip on their shoulder and is a very miserable person. And now that they're actually having to stand on their own shit and having to deal with people and all of their lies, now they're getting angry and projecting and pointing the finger.
Who's getting angry and projecting? I've yet to see any of that either.
Again.
Okay.
Wow. BT.
You're the only one I see angry.
Now. After last night's display, I know I'm under your skin. And you can try to work and connive and do manipulated shit behind the scenes that you try to convince your audience that you're not doing. But you know I know, don't you?
Okay. Where's your proof, Betty? Where is your proof?
And you know I can prove it in the court of law.
Okay, then do it.
And that's going to be a big problem for you, isn't it? So you can sit there and drag me until the cows come home, but eventually, you know your days are numbered. So why don't you just start moving on and changing the direction of your conversation so you don't have a huge loss? Because these financial problems I'm dealing with, God tells me they're going to hit you 10 times harder. That's what the good book tells me. That's what the good book tells me.
So God's telling you that Burnt Toast is going to have 10 times harder financial problems than you. Wow. Some God and Bible you have. Okay.
So I'm going to pray for you. But I have a feeling that there's some dark storms coming for you, young lady. And I hope you change your wicked ways before they bite you in your ass. And we will
oh my
the memberships
God.
are coming out too. We're going to convert memberships over here. We'll go back to the memberships over on the main channel once all this shit dies down.
Okay. I want to look at some numbers here. Wait a minute. All right. Let's look at some numbers here. We'll compare numbers. Since you keep saying that she can't match up to you, we're going to find out right now what the numbers are. Since you're such a you're such a math genius. Okay, here's the Bullhorn Betty channel. Now, according to this, she has 24.4 because last time she lost 100 subs, I guess YouTube put a blocker or something because she couldn't turn around and immediately gained 100 subs right back. Okay, now here's her lives. Let's see what she's getting. Since she says that Burnt Toast can't hold her numbers. But yet on her backup channel, she's lucky to have 2,000. Okay, so that just tells you where her subs are. Why are you frozen? What are you doing? Okay. Okay, Betty. On this live, you got 1.2K views. On this live, you got 696 views. On this live, you got 818 views. On this live, you've got, you've got 1.7, 1.9, 2.6, 1.5, 1K. Okay. All right. Now, let's look at Toasty's numbers. Since Betty's saying Toasty can't get her numbers, let's see. This is Burnt Toast channel, and these are her lives. And anybody in chat who watches Burnt Toast, who goes into her lives, you know she rarely has less than 1,000. Usually it's 1,100, 1,200, 1,300 in a live chat. Betty's saying that they're messing with the numbers. You can't do that during a live chat. But here we go. Toasty reviews Upsetty Betty. 6.8K views. 8,000 views. 4.7. 7.2. 8.3. 5.8. That's not even about Betty. Oh, well, a little bit of it was. And the Gala Sisters. 7.6. 6.1. Okay, Bets. Now we've read your numbers. Okay, your numbers are a fraction of what Toasty gets. Look at this: 7,000, 8,000, 5,000, 6,000. Betty's averaging not even 2,000 views. Some videos not even 1,000 views. But she can't get the numbers. Burnt Toast can't get Betty's numbers. Make that make sense. Make that make sense. Because according to this, Burnt Toast is killing it when it comes to numbers with you, Betty. You don't stand, you don't hold a candle to her numbers. You do not. And we'll go to True Crime Stories, your other channel. And the same here. 361 views, 1K views. And she has a lot of the same content on all these channels. So, 687 views. There's one for 2.5, 1.6, 1.2. Those were videos from her other channel that she put on here. 356 views, 1.1. Betty, clearly you don't know what you're talking about, because Toasty surpasses your numbers. She far surpasses your numbers. Wow. Her numbers are in the tank. Yeah. Betty get the ham in the oven and invite your good friend Aileen over. Surely you want to be good to your friend more so than strangers. Yep. She's lazy and wants Queen Bee's lawyers to do all the work. Oh yeah, definitely. And besides that, she can't do it. She honestly cannot do it, and she knows it. And there's only so much that lawyer and the court is going to put up with. I mean, that lawyer does not have to put up with her keeping going on and on. He doesn't have to. And if she's going to stick with the evidence and the clips that she has been submitting, oh, Lord. Yeah. I honestly was hoping that the judge would have dismissed everything by now. It should be dismissed. It should be. You can't blame somebody for what other people do. How many months does Betty need to gather 2 or 3 clips? How does someone file suit when they have no proof to provide the court? Yeah, I don't know how she got this far. I really don't. I really don't. I would have thought in the beginning this would have been dismissed by now. Sadly, it's not going to be till after the holidays. It would have been a great Christmas present all the way around, And even for her, it would have been a stress off of her. But she's not going to win. There's no way on God's earth that woman's going to win. If she would happen to win anything, that would be such a travesty of justice. Because it's just not true. I mean, it's YouTube. We review each other. Get over yourself. You accused that woman of some bad things. You know, you did put out pictures. You did dox her. You did say she was on drugs to children. I mean, come on. Did she sue you for that when she could have? No. You gave her no option because you chose to file a frivolous lawsuit. The same thing with JLR and Uni's lawsuit. I honestly need Uni to win that because JLR doesn't deserve to. It's frivolous. It's stupid. And it's no different. Theirs is no different. He did it because he thought he'd get a quick... JLR's never won a lawsuit. And sadly, Uni stood on his own and decided to stay on that hill when he could have had help. I wish he would have gotten unstubborn and realized, you know. And sadly, now it's them two going at each other in court. And I hope Uni gets some legal advice because I really don't want to see JLR win. If JLR would win, it's going to be bad. It's going to, you know, and it's not. Nope. But see, I don't know where JLR is going to go now that Uni doesn't have an attorney. So he's not making them burn up money, which, you know, they do this to do things like that. They use the system maliciously, him and Betty. And it's wrong. It's wrong. But guys, I've been on here a very, very long time. And I need to go get my kiddos dinner. I thank you for hanging out with me. I will be live over the weekend. Maybe with some Turtle Boy stuff. And who knows what else. But thank you everybody for hanging with me. Thank you, mods. I appreciate everybody who joined the membership. Thank you so much. Thank you for the gifted memberships. And I'll see you guys on the YouTube streets. Have a good night, everyone. Thank you.